All right, and we are live. How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? I am the social injustice warrior V Infuso, and here with me, as always,
The culturally inappropriate Pedro at your service,
and
but you gotta
man,
pay.
man, it is quite. We have quite a show tonight. There's been a lot of interesting things that have taken place in the last week or so that need to be addressed.
Oh
um,
man,
and some of them, you yourself are only just hearing about, or only just learning about, as I just found out.
yeah. I mean, it's pretty crazy. I honestly barely know what's happening at all because I'm completely off of Facebook.
I know. Well, that's smart for you. You live a happier life that way. Unfortunately, I have
Yeah,
to
pretty much.
promote my shitty brand and be told that I'm an asshole.
How is that different from any
um,
other day?
well, I don't promote anything in real life. I don't like go around and be like, "Hey, dude, check out my channel." Like, it's
You,
just
you,
kind
you
of
mean you don't go
a
up to like random people and say like us on Facebook?
No, no, definitely not. I fucking hate that. The only reason, like the friends that I had in my old job, found out about what I did because I had to show them a certain video on somebody. Like I think it was Foley or and they were like, "Oh, you have a channel," and that's kind of how that happened. But I try to keep this life secret from everything else going on in my actual life. But a lot has happened, not just in the world, but also in our own lives. Um, Specifically, you are a fucking dad, dude.
Yep.
That's is that all you have to say about that?
What the fuck am I supposed to say? I'm a dad. What the fuck do dads say?
Well, they make really lame jokes, so I guess you've come to the right channel. Um, so as I was saying, a lot has happened in the past week or so, and let's just fucking get into it. Let's just get straight into it. Angel has taken a bit of given a bit of a hiatus from the channel for the time being. We don't know how long that lasts. I'm currently in the middle of having a new logo made for this channel, or at least for this podcast. So hopefully, within a couple of minutes, that will be finalized, and we'll be able to see a nice background for this. Either way, I want to say a big thank you to SoCal Chris. He's been a hell of a help going out of his way to work on the graphics and whatnot. I should also pull up the chat right now. That would probably be a smart thing to do. Let me
Yeah,
go about
probably.
doing that. You shut the fuck up.
Haha.
Are you sitting here eating chips, man? We have important shit to talk about, and you're just gonna sit here and eat chips.
Hey, Keemstar ate popcorn. Why can't I eat chips?
Well, Keemstar's also an asshole, and if that's your fucking if that's your aspiration, then that's just I think you've come to the wrong channel. We have a different mentality of the route we want to go here. And everyone in the chat, I was asked, where's Brian Zane? Brian Zane will be coming on tomorrow. We will be having Brian Zane on tomorrow.
Word.
So in the meantime, anyone who knows Angel, Angel's come to this channel a few times. She was a member of this channel up until I think about last week, and she has always recanted the same story, that Mick Foley, as well as several other names, either molested her or I just consensually raped her, which sounds very weird. Sagittary rape is the proper term, when she was younger. And I will
Mm.
also stop saying it's a weird thing to talk about, and
I mean,
it's very very eye opening. Go ahead.
I mean, like, it's hard to see Mick Foley in that sort of light because I mean he is known as like the nicest guy in wrestling. So, but I mean, again, I understand that was like back, a
Yeah,
long time
I
ago.
think for a lot of people, Mick Foley is actually wrestling's Tom Hanks. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, pretty much.
So, like, a lot of people think of Mick Foley in really high esteem. And Spider Zero, yes, she did, and I actually have the video here to show everybody today. That she wanted to do for a while. She talked about confronting Foley on several occasions. Meet up at some point in New York. She wanted to do something similar to what she ended up doing. Angel on through message and through Facebook to try and come on the stream. I have some questions that I think a lot of us would either like asked or just give some clarification, and also what she hopes to achieve with her hashtag, with her trend and everything. And I believe that what she told me initially was for Mick Foley, who, once again, this is fact, is the head of an incest and rape survivor. Whatever, he seems as a very public figure for them, and she would like him to step down from that position, from what I understand.
I'm looking at the live chat right now. No, they're not Doritos. They're just the ghetto ass like UTZ Utz like chips. 99 cents, bro.
Hey! Don't give away that free publicity. All right.
Listen, man. In the ghetto, this is what you gotta eat, man, because it's 99 cents. I don't got the fucking. I don't got like the fucking $3.69 or the $4.56 for those big ass Dorito chips. Okay, my ass be spending money on other green things.
Go green, man.
I'm an environmentalist. Okay, I support the green.
We have the footage of Angel confronting Mick Foley on some level. We talked, like I said, we will be playing this after I'm done fucking speaking, so I'm sorry that you have to hear my voice. But several times, this was something that she wanted to do for a while. She wanted to go up to him wearing a sign of some sort, and from what I believe, I think it's her husband, her, and her daughter in this video. That's what's going on. With basically the same things that she said that she wanted to put on the signs. She went about doing this herself. Originally, this video was going to be exclusively for this channel, to try to get her message out there more, try to help her get a little bit more publicity. I'm going to play these are on Facebook Live. I managed to get these over Facebook Live. This is really where I'm about to play them for you guys now, in the order that I believe that they have it. So this is going to get really bizarre. And I want to say, anybody who doesn't like cursing or doesn't like...
Trigger warning!
Just awkward situations, this may be the time to turn things off. This is it's going to get a bit weird. Let's get into this. Let's just get straight.
We like weird.
Let somebody does. And then I'll be able to play the video. Just give me 1 second. Now these videos range from, like, I think one video, the first one is like 30 seconds or whatnot. But then the next one is 8 minutes long. And then the following one is fucking, it's 20 minutes, guys. So again, I'm going to play these for you in like full length. We have other things to talk about today, but I think this is the major thing that we're going to be speaking on. We're just gonna get into this. It might take some time, but I'm gonna try to do this for you guys. I got the first video up. Once again, it's only about like 30, maybe 40 seconds long. Not really a big deal. But the next couple seconds, the next couple videos is where it really gets strange. And I'm just gonna let the chat have their own opinion for these videos. We'll discuss them.
Also, this is my first time seeing these videos. I have not seen these videos, so
that's why
people out there,
you didn't know about the situation at first. So
yeah, I know about the situation, but I haven't seen the videos.
Yeah. All right, let me just double check. Is it presented to everyone? Here we go. Okay. So once again, I'm going to set up the story for you guys. This is Foley was doing, I think, a book signing here for his. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. It's right behind them. It says it right here. Foley was doing a book signing for his book, Saint Nick or whatever. And yeah, this is where she is. She's outside that location. And let me just pull up to chat so I could follow with you guys. I want to make sure that you guys could hear and everything. If there's a sound or an audio issue, let me know. It might be because of my headphones, and in which case I will take them off. It'll get really fucking strange.
I can't hear anything.
Can't hear anything? All right, hold on one second. Let me. All right, ready, guys?
We're here in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania.
Better?
Okay, I can hear it. Yeah.
Okay.
We're here in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania at the Moravian Bookstore, where today, Cactus Jack, also known as Mick Foley, will be doing a book signing, releasing his new book, Sijw, pouring all his books to sit on his lap. It's an artist we're not going to pay for, and we have a lot to say. So we're just going to take everything we have to say and take it across the street and let all these people in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania know exactly what kind of person Mick Foley is.
Okay. Yeah. Wow.
Okay. The plot
Like I said, this was a short
thickens.
video. Like I said, this was a short video. The next couple ones are where it gets very strange. Pedro, I'm going to
Yeah.
mute you. Can you mute yourself, actually? Yeah, thank you. Awesome. All right, so chat is asking me what's going on, because I guess a lot of you guys just got here. Angel, who is in the video, who is going to be in the next few videos that you see as well, has basically said that Mick Foley, Mankind, Cactus Jack, Dude Love, whoever you know him as, has essentially sexually assaulted her, or sexually, I'm sorry, not assaulted, molested her when she was younger. It was Sagittary, but she was underage. This is the claim that she's made, and this is the claim that she has made for a long time. And I wanna clarify that that's not a new allegation. This isn't something that she just made up recently. This is something that she's been saying for a very long time, and she stuck by that story. There was also this really bizarre thing where she, I think she had a pair of mixed tights, a pair of Cactus Jack's tights, which she, I'm trying to remember everything verbatim here, but I believe that she had Mick Foley's Cactus Jack tights from ECW, and she was trying to sell them on eBay at one point in time, and they would not allow her. I also tried to get her on this podcast today. She's not speaking to me. I have no way of really contacting her right now. So that's what's going on. I hope I filled everybody in. God damn it, Thrax. Okay, so we're gonna go to this next part. God damn it, chat. Here's what's happening. Angel is visiting Mick Foley in Pennsylvania right now. Because she's a friend, she's going to basically accuse him to his face, or at least attempt to, of molesting her when she was younger. And this is right outside his book signing right now, as you can see, St. Mick, whatnot. This is one of many, so I hope everybody's seated. I hope all asses are in seats, because the next couple of videos are a little bit lengthy, but really, really up there in the weird meter. So without further ado, I'll stop talking and move on to the next one. Just give me 5 seconds to move to the next one. And again, I want to say this isn't a new allegation. This isn't something that she just started saying. She's not somebody who's trying to jump on any kind of a bandwagon here. She's been making videos about this, most of which have been taken down because of the accusation of bullying and stuff like that. So while I can't validate her claims because I wasn't there, I was hardly in existence at that time. I can say that this is something that she's said for a very long time. And from the first time that she ever came on my stream, if you guys were listening back when it was nothing, which not that it's huge now, but she's been making the same claims then too. So I guess I hope everybody's caught up. I'm going to stop talking now, and we're just going to jump into the next one. We're going to jump into this next video. Once again, I know that these are a little lengthy, some of them. And if you can't read that sign, it says there's no excuse for child abuse. Sex with a 15-year-old equals pedophile. And I believe, can't say for sure, but I believe that that is Angel's husband carrying that sign.
There you go. Very windy out here. Oh, you better keep all your daughter's jaws away from this pedophile Santa Claus paws. And here we are, in front of the...
Read this sign. God damn it, it is so fucking pixelated. Give me a second. My name is Angel Amorosa. Mick Foley had sex with me when... Again.
And here we are.
My name is Angel Amorosa. Mick Foley had sex with me when I was a 15-year-old child. Yes, failure. That is exactly what's being said right now. Basically, Angel's been accusing Mick Foley of molesting her as a child for years now. This is something that she's posted all over Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. I've seen several of her videos get taken down for it. She's saying that she was 15 years old at the time. Never understood, and I'm gonna maybe I'll get in trouble for saying this, but the thing I've never understood about her story is that from what she said, it seems like the bigger influence more than Mick Foley was Paul Heyman. And I hate to say that, but again, these are all allegations, these are all accusations, and I can't obviously say if they're true or false. I wasn't in the room, so that's what's going on. Hope everyone's caught up, and just continue to let's just go further down this rabbit hole. Let's see how deep it goes. Let's just get sad. Let's just all get really, really sad today.
And we're going to see exactly how long it takes us to get attention, or if everyone just ignores us as usual, in knowing what type of person this man is. He's in there.
I stand with Angel Amorosa.
He's in there, and he's ignoring us.
Okay, so before she continues, have you guys ever seen that SpongeBob episode where SpongeBob's like, Mr. Krabs is in there. The Krusty Krab is unfair. Like, she does all of that. She has the rhyme scheme, and just, like, I swear to you, she has, like, bars that, like, pedophilic rappers, like, wouldn't even get into.
Everyone else, so that everyone who passes by can see. Anyone who wants to come in can read the information posted here and know that Cactus Jack, also known Mick Foley, Cactus Jack, is nothing but a child molester. Him and his friends in professional wrestling had sex with me from the time I was 12 years old. Mick Foley had sex with me when I was 14, 15 years old in the state of Pennsylvania. And now he's here with his new book, advertising his new book, Saint Mick, luring small children to come sit on his lap here in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. And we're here to tell him exactly what we think about him and his child.
I just want to say that the care package has been dropped.
Have you missed any of this? You've missed this?
No, I took this with me.
Oh, okay. Very good, very good, very good.
That he's an appropriate representative for a rape and incest organization, and we think that he should immediately step down from his position since he is the abuser and he's the victimizer. This man should not be allowed to be around children and counsel rape and incest victims. He's the one who makes victims. And this has to stop, and it's got to stop right now. bringing your children in there. Watch when she sits on his lap. You might have battery acid coming out. Watch your young daughter's jaws around this pedophile Santa Claus. This Saint Mick made me suck his dick when I was just a child. So
you remember when I said the Krusty Krab thing? Right?
Yeah.
Right? You guys get it now. She had it. She has it down. I got to be really honest with you. This has made not just me. Like I'm glad it's like I've talked to a couple other people who have watched it, and it's not just me. This has made everybody who's fucking seen this uncomfortable. And I'm sure there's a bunch of people who will be like, "Yeah, that's the point." But like, I don't. I'll get it.
The thing is that like we understand that that's the point, but the main idea, the main thing is that it you have to remember that it shatters your how you perceive this individual, because this isn't something we ever thought Mick Foley would ever do, and we're not saying he did or didn't, but just to hear something like this, it's a little uncomforting because it's like.
But also more importantly, and I don't want to get 100% into how I feel about this until we've fully dissected all of this. But personally, my big thing is she's sitting here, and you're going to see more of this. But she's talking like there's kids going up to meet this guy, and I get that you want to keep the kids away, but you don't do it by fucking scarring them. It's like, okay, I'm going to save this kid from getting raped, allegedly, by telling him he's going to get raped.
Allegedly.
I'm going to scar them mentally instead. Foley made me suck his dick and, don't sit on St. Dick's lap in there. Man, it's hard for me to, feel bad for you because I feel like you are just making more problems for yourself. And I feel like there's a way to go about things. And there's such a thing as peaceful protest, and this is not it. You are not gonna cursing up a storm where there's fucking kids talking about how they're dick sucking and shit like that. Come on, man. People say that I'm a fucking asshole, but you have to understand that there's a fucking line that you do and you don't cross. There's I don't want to be a politically correct fucking asshole, but you're supposed to have some kind of a filter in front of people. You know what I mean? When you're
at least for the kids, I don't think you want to protect them and you want to warn people, but you don't want to, there's better ways of putting it more eloquently than to just scream in people's face and say, that man made me suck his cock.
Yeah, you remember the Rude Boy Riley thing, dude? If I wanted to keep kids away from Riley, right, I would not be out there saying, Riley fucks kids! Get the fuck away from this guy!
He's gonna touch your pee-pee.
That would be hilarious if I did it that way. I'm just fucking running up to people like I'm an end of the world, fucking Manhattan Stander. I'm like, the world is near, but I'm like, Riley's gonna fuck your kids. You need to get out of here. Actually, I'm upset that I didn't do that.
We should have.
But my point is, there's a way you go about things. See, when Riley was the whole pedophile thing, when he was when he had child porn or whatever it was, and infant porn, right? When he was caught with that video, my goal was to entertain, to be funny, but to get the message out. So this way, this motherfucker isn't getting booked anywhere in the near future. He's not gonna be around anybody's kids. You could have done the same thing. You could have made a video addressing Nick.
Yo, the only place he's gonna be able to wrestle is in ICP wrestling.
No, I don't. ICP doesn't support pedophilia. I mean, they're scumbag lowlives, but they have standards. I mean, come on.
They have standards. It's just one line above.
And besides, Angel works with ICP, so she wouldn't allow pedophiles near them. That's not a joke either. She's worked with ICP a few times. So,
I mean, ICPs, they're not bad people. They're just really dumb.
Yes, I agree with that. I don't think that. Okay, I think that they're fucking hypocritical. Is my whole thing. They're like, man, you go out there and you shoot people and blah blah blah, and then when it's like, okay, so you go out there and you've literally gone on interviews and told people to do this, nah, man, we're just being us, and it's like, oh god, shut the fuck up, you can't play it both ways,
No, but really, dude, how do magnets work?
Fucking magnets, how do they work? That was the best line I've ever heard. Like, because the first time I heard that, I fucking almost pissed myself laughing.
Oh, bro, you know how you remember how I was like telling,
that ICP does not know how magnets work.
bro. Do you remember how I was like trying to explain to you what logical fallacies are, bro? When I was in when I was in school,
Yes.
my professor literally said like if you want to learn about logical fallacies, just watch ICP.
I won't go to that. I won't go to that fucking school where the Tony, people are telling you to stop crunching your chips so goddamn loud.
How to stop what?
Crunching your chips so goddamn loud.
These chips are good, man. And you know what do you want me to do when like I'm an environmentalist?
All right, well, mute yourself at the time being so we could go on with these video.
Fine,
And hey,
motherfuckers.
by the time you unmute yourself, I want you to be done with that goddamn bag of chips.
It's a pretty big bag of chips.
Motherfucker.
I'm gonna need some encouragement. I'll be back.
Chips. All right. All right, sorry guys. I know we get off topic a little bit here, but let's continue. See, look, the chat saying they want chips now. Just like that, I have made somebody money. Somebody's gonna go get some chips. There you go. Free advertising. You're welcome.
We have no sponsors, but if you want to sponsor us, we'll tell people to eat your chips.
All right, let's get on with this fucking show.
Bring your children.
Yeah, I'm gonna rewind it just a little bit, just because I know that she was in the middle of speaking. So.
Watch. Your Foley, Cactus Jack.
I stand with Angel Amorosa. I stand with Angel Amorosa. Sagittary rape is rape. Something child molesters. That sounds like the worst, Family Guy worst Family Guy Star Wars parody ever. Something child molesters.
A child molester. Him and his friends in professional wrestling had sex with me from the time I was 12 years old. Mick Foley had sex with me when I was 14, 15 years old in the state of Pennsylvania. And now he's here with his new book, advertising his new book, St. Mick, luring small children to come sit on his lap here in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. And we're here to tell him exactly what we think about him and his child molesting friends. We don't think that he's an appropriate representative for a rape and incest organization, and we think that he should immediately step down from his position since he is the abuser and he's the victimizer. This man should not be allowed to be around children and counsel rape and incest victims. He's the one who makes victims. And this has to stop, and it's got to stop right now. Bring your children in there. Watch when she sits on his lap. He might have battery acid coming out. Watch your young daughter's jaws around this pedophile Santa Claus. This Saint Mick made me suck his dick when I was just a child. So
okay, so for the chat question, the story goes, and I'm trying to remember verbatim here, but something along the lines that Angel was essentially in a relationship with Paul Heyman since she was 13, and she was, I guess, in her once again, I can't, in her story, and I don't want to just call it a story because that's in these allegations.
In her words.
Right. Thank you. I'm trying to dance around so I'm not too much of a dick on either side here. But in her words, in her allegations, she basically was pimped around the ECW locker room as a child. She was a ring rat. From everything that you hear about behind the scenes ECW, that sounds like it could have been accurate, but it's the age thing because that's something that was done with full-grown women. But I haven't heard this story of a child. Angel's the only one of that caliber, I guess. Again, I don't want to say this story is true or this story is false because once again, was not in the ECW locker room back then. You could take a look back at your ECW tapes, but I guarantee you, you will not find me in any of them.
If you don't like to bring your children in, free to. No cursing, no profanity. This is a peaceful protest, and we just want people to know exactly what kind of person that man in there is, and what he did to me, and what he's probably doing to a bunch of other children. You don't know, but you're going to bring your children in there to sit on his lap. That's up to you, but I'm letting you know that that man in there has sex with me when I was underage. He has no right to be around children at all. He has no right to counsel rape and incest victims when he himself is the predator. You're not supposed to let people like this around your children. Mick Foley is a child molester. Don't let these people around your children.
They don't give a fuck about Mick Foley.
No,
But people need to know. Either way,
you know what?
they hear
Neither
about
do
him.
we. And we don't give a fuck about him so much, so we're going to let everyone know. And everywhere that you decide to appear, we'll be here. Christina J will be here. Timothy Theory will be here. John Rankin will be here. Patrick Walsh will be here. And these won't be the only people who...
Oh my God. Wow. You know what's really bad about this? And not to be a fucking dick, but these are the exact type of people that you would have expected to be out with Angel. The story. There's more things that have happened, and it's going to get more bizarre as this goes on. There's 4 minutes left in this fucking video. I'm sorry, 4 minutes and however many seconds left in this fucking video. And then we have another video, which is 20 minutes long, and I assure you it's worth every fucking minute of that. It's insane. Holy shit.
here, we'll get a lot more supporters because they all know that you're nothing but a scumbag.
And there's also more to the story on a personal level as well. Yeah, I'm not going to spoil anything. Just stick around and you'll see.
These people here that can ignore all they want, but all the passing by traffic can see what it is you did to me. And what I'm not going to give you a chance to do to other people if I had the opportunity to. Everyone. Mick Foley is a child molester. Mick Foley had sex with...
Okay, I have to actually take a detour from this because we actually have Brian Danovich calling in. Brian, what's going on, man?
Hey, man, I just want to say I'm hanging in there, man, and I'm gonna do my best, and I hope I get out of here, and then, you know, we'll do some really good projects, and I can be myself again.
Dude, absolutely, 100%.
Are we on?
Yeah, we're live
Okay.
right now, man.
Yeah, I told you I'd call, and I can't stay on longer. I just, that was, I think the interview I did was really good, and you've been a really good friend to me, and say, you know, even off there, you just really been there for me, and I appreciate it. I've only known you for a few months, but you really have become like my little brother, so I'm going through some rough times, and I'm going to get through this, and you and I are going to do some great things together.
Absolutely, 100%, brother. But you know what? That's always going to be the case, man. I told you the door is always open, and don't even worry. We have the fucking seat waiting for you, man. Just I'm always going to be more concerned with you. 100%. The problem is I told you before. The problem is that you can endure too damn much. So you just do it. You just endure and you endure and you endure. You gotta get better, man. You're a strong dude, but everybody needs a little help sometimes.
Absolutely, man, and I'm gonna. You're right, and I know I don't sound too good, and I'm not. I'm a little embarrassed that the people hear me like this, but you know, people struggle sometimes, and I was very upbeat last time. I know, and I did, you know, a lot of. You know, the problem is I was on. I'm gonna admit it on the air. I was on OxyContin when I did that interview, and then I did more OxyContin, and it just got away from me talking about all this stuff. stuff, and you know, I gotta face it. It's nothing I could do. So, Vinny, I'm gonna have to run because they just gave me this medication to try to feel better, and I'm a little dizzy, man. So, this is it. Open and honest, man. Thank you for having me on, and you're my brother. You're my little brother, okay?
Absolutely, 100%, man. And just know, I actually have it in the chat right now. Chris Banks, who we will be working with in the near future, he says, "We love you, Brian, and big things to come in the near future."
Oh, thank you guys. I love you guys too. I really do. And you don't know how much that means to me. You guys are really, that means a lot to me. Thank you so much, Chris and all the other fans and you, V, because that's what I need right now is some support, and to get it is really good.
And dude, you have all of it. You have mine. You have the people watching. Everybody who I know who's watched, who's heard from you. You know, 100%, man. We all support you. We all got you.
Well, thank you, Vinny. I will talk to you soon. I don't know how long I'm going to be here, but as soon as I get out, we're going to do an interview. Okay?
Absolutely, 100%, man.
All right, Vin.
The chat's saying "get well." By the way, we have "get well" Brian's in the chat.
Oh, thank you. And that secret thing that we're not going to mention is definitely going to happen.
Absolutely.
All right, Vinny. I'll talk to you later, my friend.
All right, have a good one, brother. Thank you for calling in. I really appreciate it, man.
No, thank you for really everything you've done for me, man. Good night.
Night, brother. And that was Brian Danovich. You might know him from Tough Enough. You might know him from the Wrestling with Regret channel. He's a great dude. Just overall, nothing but positive things to say about him. And honestly, it's sad because it seems like, you know, the shittiest things happen to the people who are the least deserving of it sometimes. So we all wish him well. We all want him to get better. And we all know that he's going to be back here bright-tailed and bushy-eyed. But, you know, opposite that. I want to thank the chat for the support that you showed for him. There's a lot of, you know, thank yous. There's a lot of get well, Brian. I'm sure that he's really going to, he really needs that, and he really would appreciate that. I wish we could keep him on for a little bit. I would have liked to read him some of the things that you guys are saying, but he's a great guy. So we will have him back on very soon, and we wish him well. Let's move forward with this weird thing to like take away from like there's one serious topic and then like another one just like calls in midway, and now I have to get back to that one. It's crazy. It's a crazy week. Like I said, very very fucking hectic here. So let's continue with this this Angel Amorosa thing, and let's all I don't want to say thoughts and prayers because that's bullshit, right? Let's just all wish Brian the best and hope for the best for him because he's a good dude and he deserves it.
When I was 15 years old, none of you should let your children hear this man. He should not be writing children's books.
And for anybody just tuning in, because I am seeing the numbers go up a little bit here, this is Angel Amorosa. She was in ECW. You might know her of that fame. She's been on the channel a few times, and she's always had the same claim that Mick Foley molested her. That he, when she was underage, I believe at the age of 15, that he didn't force himself on her, but they consensually had sex. So that's what's going on here. That's where we're at. And shit. Yeah, that's where we are. And the chat who's saying that they don't know Brian. Brian is from Tough Enough. Huge dude, huge personality, most importantly, huge heart. The guy looks like Donkey Kong in a top hat. He's got a lot of personality. He's a great guy. He's funny as hell. And if you haven't already, I highly suggest checking out his Wrestling with Regret video. He was on there. I think it's Wrestling with Regret, the $1 Million Tough Enough Challenge. Look it up. He was a lot of fun in that, and we hope to have him on the channel so he can be a lot of fun here too.
That's the Santa Claus letting by traffic can see what it is you did to me. And what I'm not going to give you a chance to do to other people if I had the opportunity to. Everyone. Mick Foley is a child molester. years old. None of you should let your children hear this man. He should not be writing children's books and dressed as Santa Claus, letting children sit on his lap. If you're here and you're going in there and letting this happen, you're completely out of your minds. And I'm here to tell you that all this should stop.
Okay, see, now the chat's asking a very important question. They're saying, why didn't she go inside and confront Mick? Why was it just to not support him by paying? I really don't know. I don't know. That's why I would have liked to have her on air. I would have liked to try to get her in. I've messaged her. I've tried to reach out to her on Facebook. She will not respond back to me. She's pissed off at me that I said that we need to take a hiatus. And she's probably going to hear about this stream and think that I'm shitting on her somehow. But, you know, that's the story. That's what's going on. So why didn't she go in? I would guess. And it's just me. But I would guess it's because the people inside wouldn't let her. But then again, that's just coming from me. So let's finish watching this. And also in the comment section, it says she said she fucked Ultimate Warrior, Road Dogg, Ric Flair, Arn Anderson, and Dave Meltzer. I call bullshit. Why would she?
Also, what do you call it? There's a cop there, so I don't know if maybe that she's afraid to go in, and maybe she'll be afraid to be escorted out with by the.
That's kind of what I'm saying, though, is that I think that she's the reason that cop's there. Like, that cop is going to earn his fucking paycheck tonight. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm trying to say. I think that cop was called there to make sure she doesn't do anything too incredibly stupid. And a lot of people are saying it's bullshit lies to try to make her relevant. You know what? Here's what I'm going to say. I don't know that this happened, but I will say that at the very least, I truly, truly, truly believe that Angel believes that this happened. Whether it did, whether it didn't, she has such conviction, and I truly think that she believes that this happened. To the chat who's just tuning in, saying that this is just coming out now. This is something that.
Well, let's reword it real quick. We're sure that she's being like. That she's being truthful in what she is saying, and because she's saying it with like a truthful way,
right?
You know, like in other words, like yeah, she believes that this really happened, but
right,
it doesn't seem like it's just bullshit, like coming out for attention. Like this legitimately is something that like bothers her.
Yeah, it doesn't really like this is something, you know. That this is something she's doing for money, that she's doing this for monetary gain or like, you know, temporary fame or anything like that. I truly do feel that like this is something that she believes happened, whether it did or it didn't, whether it's true or false. She believes that this happened to her, and who knows how much of it is true. And I think that in a lot of stories that there's usually at least some truth in some of the things. I don't want to call Angel a liar because I truly don't feel, even though I'm not talking to her, even though we're not on good terms, I don't feel that she's a liar, because a liar would be somebody who knows the truth and intentionally tells a lie. I don't think that she this is somebody who's, one way or another, any way you cut it, this is somebody who's not mentally 100% there. This is somebody who's needed therapy for many years because of a lot of bad things that have happened to her as a child, which I'm not going to get into because I'm not at liberty to. It's not just this. It's not this shit. I don't want to bring up her entire past story, but you know, she does have her fair share of problems. So if this isn't a true story, this is still a true story to Angel. That's what I'll say. That's my piece on it. Let's continue watching.
And this should stop now. This Mick is a pedophile prick. Statutory rape is rape. That's that.
That's that.
Come out. Say otherwise since you're in there. What?
You know.
You can see, and you know what you did. So come on out. Why don't you just say you're sorry as a kind gesture, you friggin' hypocrite child molester? Come on out and tell me that I'm wrong. I'm the one who went through this, and now this man should be having children sit on his lap. You gonna come see him? You gonna come see Mick Foley? You gonna come see Cactus Jack? You gonna let your kid sit on his lap? He's a child molester, and everyone should know about it. There's not one person in Bethlehem that won't know. By the time I leave tonight, everyone's gonna know. if he doesn't want to come out as a kind gesture and say that he's sorry or even acknowledge me, I'll stay here until someone comes out and tells me to move.
And that's going to take a lot longer than somebody would expect.
If any of you stand against child molesters in professional wrestling, stand with Angel Amoroso. I am Angel Amoroso, and Mick Foley sexually molested me when I was a child. And I'm here to let everyone know. Don't duck, please. Read the sign, because everyone needs to know. Cactus Jack is a child molester. This man has children sitting on his lap dressed like Santa Claus, and he should be ashamed of himself. He's a representative of a rape and incest group, and he should not be allowed to have victims and incest victims sit on his lap. He's a predator, and he deserves no right in this world. Thanks for listening. We're going to let everyone know. Come on, you got anything to say?
I just want to note that I did warn you guys today was going to be a really weird episode. And you all still tuned in.
Mr. Hardcore has nothing to say now. Nothing to defend yourself, Mick. Mr. Holy Foley. So holy that he would have sex with a young child. Him and all of his friends, all of his WWE legends.
Hold on. There's a really good comment right here in chat that Jack Dunham brought up. He says that she seems dead serious. I wouldn't say she's lying, but I would not think she is the best witness. And that is 100% the truth. Angel, in the court of law, not only because of the time limitation, but also because of who she is as a person, because of her mental illnesses, she would not really be taken all that seriously in court. That's the problem with this. Is if this was a true story, then she's not really pleading her case here. She's, this isn't really telling of somebody who's in like perfect mental health or whatnot. So I agree. I don't think that she is her best witness. But there's people in the chat who are saying that this is something to get attention. She's been saying this story for years. This isn't anything new. She's not trying to jump on the bandwagon now. She's been trying to get out for one reason or another forever. As a matter of fact, from the time that I met her, this was one of the first things that she tried to speak to me about. As a matter of fact, if anybody tries to speak to her, this is one of the first things that she will wind up telling you about.
Take advantage of a young child from the age of 12 years old. 12 years old. Imagine your child being taken advantage of at 12 and 13 and 14 and 15 and 16 years old.
Is that the fucking Grand Wizard? Is that the fucking the wrestling manager? Is he alive? Is that him?
Have sex with a young child. Him and all of his friends, all of his WWE legends would take advantage of a young child from the age of 12.
I can't see anything.
What do you mean? Is the chat having that problem? Can the chat see anything? Chat, are we good? Guys? Guys?
Okay, now I can see it.
Okay, good. All right. Tell me this dude
Yeah,
doesn't
I
look
can
like
see
the
it
fucking
now.
Grand Wizard.
What?
This guy, tell me the fucking Grand Wizard, the wrestling manager.
The guy that's holding the angel was a child poster?
Yeah.
Huh?
Like, he's wearing a fucking turban. Like a yellow turban, and he's got these, fucking red glasses, and he's got a Santa Claus fucking beard underneath.
Imagine your child being taken advantage of at 12 and 13 and 14 and 15 and 16 years old by a bunch of professional wrestlers who have influence over them. Mick Foley is a child molester. Cactus Jack rapes children. Do not let this man...
I love it. I love that the chat just asked, why does he only have an angel was a child sign? And immediately, it was almost like it was perfectly timed. The fucking dude switches signs. Now it says Pro Wrestling Brotherhood of Pedophiles, Heyman Hustle.
His friends should burn in hell.
Okay, so that's the end of that video. Now's the long one, guys. All of this has been the short videos. Here's the long one, though. Shit, get ready for that. Let me just switch out. Want to thank SoCal, who actually just recently got me the logo that I will be putting up in a short while. I believe he's still in the chat. Always manages to get me excellent shit at a ridiculously, amazingly timed rate. All right, so that was the normal stuff by comparison, because this is the third video, and this is where some people take it upon themselves to confront Angel. Now, this video was shot from her husband's phone camera, I believe, and you're gonna notice a little decrease in quality. Luckily, the audio is still around the same, but the frame by frame, it's gonna take a drop. It's gonna go down. So let's take a look at that. How's everybody in the chat doing today? You guys not hanging yourselves? That's good. That's good. We're all still alive.
Sad thing is, it's not only me. It's not only me. And if everyone else would start coming forward, stuff like this wouldn't be happening. You wouldn't have the opportunity to let your children sit on this lap.
I can't see nothing. I don't know why I can get it. I'm good. There you go. Here you go.
Chris Banks in the chat brings up that he's a wrestler, so saying wrestlers are a brotherhood of pedophiles is kind of a dick move and deserves a dick punch. I agree with that. Her husband was a wrestler too, and after hearing these stories, he immediately stopped. So she seems to have some kind of an impact.
But at least we got on the other side of the street, and I got bombed on for traffic to at least see, and any traffic in the store. I seem to be annoying people in the store. Don't care so much about that. Care about the gift more than someone being annoying. If you're catching us down here at all, and if you'd like to meet us at the Moravian bookstore to join our protest, come on out and let these people know that Captain Jack and Foley is a child molester. WWE legends are child molesters. It's a fact.
All WWE legends are child molesters. All of them. All of them.
Even the dead ones.
Every single fucking wrestler that you've ever seen, child molester. You saw
Fabulous mover, child molester.
You saw Hogan slam Andre? Nah. You know what you saw? It's fighting over the child in the front row.
Can I just say, like, how would Andre the Giant even be able to molest the child? He would crush the child before he could even molest it.
No, he wouldn't be able to fucking grab a child. Like, he would have to like hobble with that. You ever see Jack and Beanstalk where we're like,
have you seen him holding a fucking beer can? It's scary.
Imagine he had the tiniest dick in the world, though. Can you imagine?
That'd be funny.
Like, you just got that over-proportioned like body, and then like you just had like Andre the Giant had the dick.
That's where because like all the testosterone just like fucking drained from his balls, dude.
Now, if anybody knows how big Andre the Giant's dick is, please, by all means, let us know. We're really dying to know here.
Big Foley has sex with a teenage girl. Keep children away from this man.
I gotta bring Chris in here. I think I might just bring Chris in here. Chris is saying in the chat, Pat Patterson was the best wrestler because once he got behind you, you're fucked. Oh man. Did you just hear toilet flush, Demi? Yeah, Franny, did you flush your toilet? Is that what you're doing? Were you taking?
I'm just taking a piss.
I'm really annoying these store owners.
See, the other thing I don't get about this is that she's very clearly taking like pride in annoying people, and I don't understand because that wasn't, you know what I mean? Like that shouldn't be your goal. Your goal shouldn't be to annoy people. You should be trying to get a fucking message out. You know, I'm not just insulting Angel. I'm insulting this idea because, like, this is exactly why I don't like protests. Because it's always like it's going to be a peaceful protest, but then you have some extremist asshole out there who's yelling shit at the top of their lungs and like causing people to look at him, and then people are gonna go, "Oh, that's the point." But it's like they're not.
Those are the Yelp reviewers.
They're not looking at you because you're making such an astounding point. They're thinking, "Wow, who's this loud, obnoxious fucking twat?" I know that's what I'm thinking. Not in this video because I wasn't on that street. But if I was on that street, that's exactly what I'd be thinking. And then I turn to my left and I go, "Oh, it's Angel. It's Angel Amoroso." Yeah, and look at that line too. Like look at that line. Seriously. Could you fucking imagine? Could you imagine being these people? Like you're going there, like, oh hey, we're gonna take the kids to visit Mick Foley because he's their favorite wrestler, and then some fucking asshole is right outside the goddamn store shouting about how he's a fucking pedophile and whatnot. Like, I mean, what do you do? Because like at that point, then you have to go in the car and explain to your kid what the fuck a pedophile is, and what he sucked my dick when he made me suck his dick when I was fucking 9. You know what I mean? Like that. It shouldn't be, is what I'm saying. It shouldn't be.
A child should never have to ask what a suck is.
Right. Like a child should not have to know what the meaning of pedophile is. No one actually should really need to know because there shouldn't be any of them. But there are, and that's the world we live in. But seriously, it's a little bit ridiculous. How many people have seen these kids wrestle, Mr. KJ asks. Okay, well, need I remind you that a lot of those kids love WWE, and they know that the WWE Network is only $9.99. Did you hear that, Franny? It's only $9.99. Hire me.
Take a look.
Lock out the door.
Thrax is asking, how many of these kids know what molester means? Probably none of them. But my point is that they now have heard the word. They now know that word. That word is now in their vocabulary, and I think that everybody who's there, like if you were a child in that situation, you hear a woman who does not like. I mean, she has blue hair. She's like, you know, she doesn't necessarily look run of the mill ordinary. Just out there screaming things that are clearly not positive about your idol. You're gonna ask what those words mean.
Make sure you don't.
The man you admire so much, your hero, has sex with teenage girls. That's your hardcore hero. Your WWE legend right there. Would you want him near your daughter? He has sex with children. Yeah, take a look. Take a look. Don't sit on that man's lap. Don't do it.
Dude. Tell me that you fucking saw that.
What, the little kid? Yeah.
He turned around and she's telling him not to sit on his lap. Oh God. You know what? Mall Santas are creepy enough. Maybe we should just end that in general. Like, there should just not be like lap sitting. But just it's just such a fucking weird thing. Like tell me that kid's not gonna ask his dad why. Tell me that's not gonna happen.
Can't get on a property.
No, sale.
All right. Swing it around.
The cops are now stopping her, I believe. I believe that the cops are now the ones that are speaking to her at this point.
Swing around. Yeah, take a look. Take a look, because it's not going away anytime soon.
See, not only that, like Mick Foley's a child molester and holding up signs, rape is, statutory rape is rape. Again, dude, 100%. Mr. Jacob says it in the comments. Mommy, what's molester mean? Innocence lost. %. And like, I mean, if you're really concerned about kids, and this is not the way to go about it. You want to protect them at all cost, and like exposing them to that this shit happens in the world is not helpful. It's not as shattering as the actual occurrence, but like, I mean, it's pretty fucking up there. That fucking car ride, having to have that conversation with your child. You gotta, what are you gonna do? Just listen, earmuffs. Whenever that woman speaks, earmuffs.
Cactus Jack is a child molester. Don't support that man.
Sir. Sir.
Yeah. Don't support that man. You're supporting a man that has sex with teenage girls. He should be ashamed of himself, and so should you.
Look at it. Maybe you don't know what it is yet, but every time you're filming the wrong shit.
No, not for him.
And still, these people know this, and they're still bringing their children in to see him anyway. Because I guess just like, talking about it doesn't do so much.
Yeah, they gotta ask him. Maybe they'll ask him.
And
Maybe they'll ask him right now.
should we try to venture to go into the store?
No.
I don't think that'll happen at this
They already
point.
told us.
With as much as we irritated nice ladies that own the bookstore. No blame to them, of course. But
In the comment section, it says, I'm surprised a pissed off dad hasn't gone full-blown Hulk mode and told her to fuck off yet. Well, there are a few people who talk to her. Just wait.
They don't know about it.
He's still my supporter. Freedom of speech, right?
Well,
I think that last one said there's no excuse for sex with a 15-year-old child. I don't really need to read you all of these. They're very repetitive, as you can see. Hide your children from Saint Mick.
in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, at least we proved that freedom of speech does still exist, and we can come complain about our problems when they do exist, and warn people about how to protect their children from child molesters. If you don't want your child hurt, I suggest you don't take your children to any book signings, wrestling events, or anything else that Mick Foley, Cactus Jack, does, because if you have teenage girls, he might just feel big enough to have sex with them and never suffer any consequences over it.
Okay, here's my thing. All right, now, I'm going to be real with you. I'm going to be real with all of you. I'm going to speak from the heart right now. And I'm going to say, like, let's say that Mick Foley did do this. Let's say that he did, just for this hypothetical. Let's say that he did do this. Because I know a lot of the chat is not in that category. A lot of people don't want to hear this. A lot of people don't think that he did. That's just where y'all are at right now. Let's say that he did. This is something that happened 20 years ago, maybe 2015, but a good amount of time ago, right? When he was a younger guy and she was clearly a younger girl. That's the problem here. But is it not possible that if it was a consensual act, which she claims it was, that happened during the days of ECW, when once again he was younger, maybe he was in his 20s or 30s, does not make it right, still equally wrong. But I'm saying before he had a family, before he was maybe more of a person, you know what I mean? And again, she went into the thing consensually. That's the one thing that we want to bring up here. So maybe it's that, and like there's never been a case since her that at this point in time where somebody said Mick Foley has done something. Ever. There's never ever been any other case, right? So I think it would be fair to say, assume that if what she said was true, that even with that context, that Mick Foley would more than likely not perform in that kind of behavior at this day and age. Is that not fair? Like, and again, we're living in the mindset right now for this hypothetical that this is absolutely a true story. There's 100% no exaggeration, truth. Is that not, does that not make sense? I want to hear what the chat has to say about that.
I mean, I agree. It's I like to because at that age, a lot of people tend to do some shitty things, and you as you grow older, you change. You wish not to relive those those days or whatever, or those mistakes, but at the end of the day, if you've tried to be a better person, it's I think it's it's forgivable, because like if it was like
Well, hold on. Sorry. In the chat, this day and age, sure, he wouldn't fuck a 15-year-old today. The question is whether or not he did it when he was under far less scrutiny. Right. But what I'm saying is that if she's concerned for the children that are going there, that's what she's saying that this is for. She's concerned. Don't let people sit on his lap. This and the other thing. What I'm saying is, does it not make sense from the context of her own story, like that would not happen, that would not be a thing that happened? From the context of her own story, when she said that this happened 15 to 20 years ago, when she said that she was 14 or however old she said that she was at the time, when all of this occurred, and he was under far less scrutiny, sure. Right now, he's an adult man. He's a much older adult man, I should say. And he's a much more mature man, one would think, because he's had a family and whatnot. He's been an advocate against these type of things, etc., etc. So he's grown to be a different person, right? On top of that, her story was that it was consensual. So if she was 15 years old, which again, I'm going by her own sign right now. Her sign says a 15-year-old child, right? When this happened, right? And this was a consensual act, which again, I'm not going to keep saying this, but I want to emphasize, at no point in time would that be right? If she was consenting, I understand, Mr. K, but listen to me out. If she was consenting to the act, even if she couldn't necessarily consent, if she was going along with it, if she was okay with it, then at what point in time would that make her say, 15 to 20 years later, that he was going to touch a kid who sat on his lap? In the context of her own story, this does not make sense. That's all I'm saying. And I'm not saying that she's lying. I'm not saying she's telling the truth. I know a lot of people in the comments, are saying that she's a liar, this and the other thing. And I would never say that because I don't know. I would. But what I'm saying is, from the context of the story that I'm being told, from what I'm hearing, it does not sound like that is a serious thing to worry about. That's not something to worry about. That's not something, you know what I'm saying? Is it just me? Am I sounding stupid? Fucking tell me in the chat if I sound retarded. Let me know.
To this point, I haven't heard whether or not, like, from herself, whether or not Mick Foley knew she was 15 at the time that this incident happened. Because I mean, like, you always hear there's also, like, I don't want to throw a monkey wrench in the situation, but like,
hold on. It's actually really, really, really funny that you say that, because I remember she said something along the lines of this. She said that because I'm trying to remember a Facebook post. She posted something about this about a couple weeks ago, and then somebody commented on somebody who she worked with was like, "Wow, how old were you in 96 or 97, because that's when that dude who commented slept with her." And she was like, "Oh no, don't worry. I don't count anything as pedophilia after my marriage." She was 16, somehow, somewhat. So she's like, "Oh, anything that happened after that doesn't count." Like, what? How do you make these distinctions? And it's weird to me that she's still going after Foley when it seems like, from the stories that I've heard, he had, like, not the least to do of things, but he had very little in comparison to others. That's what I'm saying. I don't even think that she's wrong for going to protest if she felt that this was the truth. What I'm saying is that it shouldn't have been obnoxious, loud, let's ruin these fucking kids' lives type thing. I understand you're trying to keep the children away from there because you allegedly feel that they're at danger, but I really feel like this is more so about you trying to get justice. That's what I feel. It has nothing to do with these kids. It has to do with
It feels like more of a personal vendetta than it is you worrying about like the kids, because like if you were worrying about the kids, I think you would try to like
Mr. Kasia, who is saying she's fucking with Foley because it will give her the most exposure if the story breaks. Dude, I have more to tell you on that because this is a part of this where it just does not add up. It doesn't make sense anymore for me. So after we get through with this video, I'm going to give you a couple more details on the story because there's a follow-up after this video. And I don't want to spoil it now, but there's just things going on that don't make sense here entirely to me and other people as well.
I think we made our point here in letting everyone know how Mick Foley is a child molester and had sex with teenage girls. And I think I've made my point. It's a peaceful protest, and we appreciate the officer here being so patient with us for this. Unless he comes out to apologize, we're done. And we know that he won't because he knows he's wrong. So we're going to cut this evening short and say he knows what he did. Thanks for not arresting us. We're out.
Chris Banks brings up in the comment section, have you seen the pics of her when she was 13 to 15? She lied about her age and looked and dressed older. Yes, she did. She looked like a full-grown adult. We don't know who knew what, and that's something that we should bring up. We don't know who knew what. The only person that I can think of, by her story, the way that she told her story, the only person who definitely, without a doubt, that I know that she told me knew her age was Paul Heyman. But then again, he would have had to because she was under contract for him for a time being, right? Actually, what am I saying? So was Mass Transit for that one day, and he didn't know how old he was. So, but no, according to her, everybody knew. I don't know what's true. I don't know what's false. Where we're at. Holy shit, we're only 6 minutes in, and we have like fucking 14 minutes left of this goddamn thing. Fuck.
It's still.
Okay, so the chat is saying, why does she tag Paul Heyman? Somebody else says they're confused. If you need any questions answered, now's the time to present them. But to answer those two, Paul Heyman, she tags constantly because, according to her, Paul Heyman sort of pimped her out in a way. And I don't know how to help you with the confusion unless you tell me what you're confused about.
I stand with Angel Amoroso. And if you are against child molesters in professional wrestling and everywhere else, I suggest you stand with Angel Amoroso too. Be sure to use the hashtag I stand with Angel Amoroso.
Use that hashtag because if you don't, you're not my friend, and then you're not supporting me.
Against child molesters in professional wrestling.
Or anywhere.
Or anywhere. And that about wraps it up. I am Angel Amoroso. Thanks for joining us here on our live protest. And if you'd ever want to join us in the future for one, because you stand for the cause and you are against fucking child molesters in pro wrestling, then please contact us, let us know, and we will be doing this any chance we get.
They're saying thanks for tuning in, but there's still like this 15 minutes. 15 minutes. Now they're talking about leaving these signs on Foley's van. Oh my god. I hate how much I love this one comment because it's fucked up, but it's amazing. Did Franny, you there? Franny.
Yeah, I'm
You're on
here.
mute.
I'm just on mute.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want you to hear this one comment before we continue. Foley got her pregnant and she gave birth to a boy. He spent his whole life living in a boiler room and goes by the name of Boy Kind. Now he wants to wrestle his father. That's fucking fantastic. It really gives a whole other meaning to the term bang bang, huh?
Here, hold the license. Where are you?
Not at all. It's important a man who has sex.
They don't have kids. They don't have to worry about it.
Go in there. He has sex with children.
Pervert!
A pedophile. Pedophile!
So, peaceful protest, huh?
Yeah, bro. It's just a peaceful protest, man.
See, now, the thing is, I don't want to be a dick in showing this. I actually wanted her on here. So this way, when people are asking all these questions to me, like, oh, how is she saying that she's pimped out Paul Heyman, but she slept with Ultimate Warrior and Dave Meltzer? Why would the fuck would anybody fuck Dave Meltzer? Well, see, I wish I had the answers. I wanted her here to give those answers. And it's the strangest fucking
We need
thing.
answers, damn it.
No, it's the strangest fucking thing, because since day one that I fucking met her, everything that she wanted to do, like anything that she wanted to talk about was this. This was what she wanted so bad. Let's do a podcast on this. The two times, actually, she was on my podcast 3 times. The first 2 times she went out of her way to talk about it, even if there wasn't like a segue to it. You know what I mean? It's just she does not have any response to me today. I can see that she's online. Oh my god, this thing. It's almost entirely. It's like almost in this like guarantee.
It's important a man who has sex.
They don't have to worry about it.
Go in there. He has sex
He's a wanker.
You could not even have one.
You better check the back of his pants after he gets up off of his lap with that laugh. Think it's funny? She won't think it's cool.
Whoa. Come, she's like, "Hi, your kid's gonna get raped." Like, I mean, she didn't say those words. I'm not putting those words in her mouth, but she basically said you check the back of his pants when he gets off of his lap. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking
I mean, he's
kidding
not Michael Jackson.
I'm sorry, you lost like just any fucking credibility like that you had going into this with that fucking comment. Like, oh, I care about these kids. Haha, your kid's gonna get raped. Are you fucking kidding me with that shit? Get the fuck out of here. It's about her. Whether it's true, whether it's false, this isn't about Angel caring about kids. This is about Angel getting justice for Angel in her own way. That's what it's about, 100%. I brought it back a couple seconds because I was yammering on a little bit.
I'm sure you heard that. Yeah, laugh about it. Laugh about kids getting raped. Yeah, it's really funny.
Yeah, it's funny. Wait until it's your child.
If you could not even have one.
You better check the back of his pants after he gets up off of his lap with that laugh. Think it's funny? She won't think it's funny then. pay for what you did. You know the time is a very bad thing for everybody. Everyone needs to know. What? It's gonna keep breaking hits. Yeah, look at it.
Come on down, Kurt. He's blocking the sidewalk. Okay. This is a more narrow spot here.
Thank you. Oh, trust him. Good idea.
Necessary Evil says in the chat, I'm still wondering why she never went to the cops, especially if she has mixed tights and stained sheets, allegedly. I agree. I agree 110%. But again, there's a couple things that don't entirely add up in the story, and I'm gonna tell you why. And we'll get onto. I'm gonna tell you right after this. We're so close to being done here. We got 10 more minutes. What am I talking about? We're almost done. We're almost done by comparison to how far we've come.
Maybe you can see this, you pervert. Want to manipulate people? I'm gonna let everyone know what you did to me, you freaking pervert. I'm gonna let everyone know.
And also, Mr. K brings up, why don't domestic abuse victims go to the cops? That's absolutely true. And I want to say I like that Mr. K has at least approached it because he doesn't seem to have any kind of agenda or bias here. He's been backing both sides this far. But I like him. He's got a good head on his shoulders. Looks at both sides of the story. I like him. You have my endorsement.
Can't do it on Twitter. Can't do it on YouTube because I get banned. I go on eBay to try to sell the guy's tights that he left with me after he had sex with me. And I can't because he has my eBay account deleted and then he harasses me. And now I'm going to harass you with the truth. Because that's all I need is the truth. Yeah, keep looking with your sad face. But you're going to go let your kid sit on his lap? Read it. The man has sex with teenagers. Read it. And be careful of your children. This guy.
I want to stop this really quick. It's not just me, right? Like this is fucking crazy. Right. Like it's not just me. Like am I the weird one for thinking that this is fucking insane?
I mean, like I said, it just seems more about her than it is about supposedly protecting the children. And it's hard to like get behind that message.
Well, also to be fair, you know, if it was about her, like if you're a rape victim and you're not looking to be the face of rape victims and you want to just fucking get justice for yourself, that's entirely understandable. That's reasonable. That's not an unreasonable request at all. I understand that. But it's the way that she's going about it that it's so bad. And you know what? Half of me wants it because like I don't know if you guys have been here the entire time. But she did originally want to do this up in New York when Mick Foley was doing his book signing up here and have me go with her. And I would have went there. I wasn't going to be holding a sign or any of that shit. It's not really my thing. But I would have been there to like. But I wonder if I could have reeled her in, or I would have just accidentally become part of the madness. So like one part of me wants to be like, oh, man, I wish I could have been there to like try to reel her back just a little bit. But then like she had all these people encouraging her, so I don't know that I would have been able to do that necessarily. Is that Angel's daughter right there? Yes, that is Angel's daughter, CJ. She very like her mother. They're very similar personality wise. I haven't spoken to her all that much, but just from everything I see, they are very compatible. They're like best friends more than their mother and daughter. Which, I mean, that's not all that weird. Some people have that relationship. Like me and my family. My family loves me. Right, Frank?
Wait, your family? Oh, you were serious?
I mean, they give me gifts sometimes, you know, on my birthday. Sometimes they let me.
Yeah, and then like the other fucking 364 days, it's shut the fuck up. Get a fucking job. When are you moving out?
Well, every time I do, they call me and ask for me to come back, and then I come back and they're like, "When the fuck you get out of here?" So
Well,
it's like
fuck them. Who's the idiot that keeps coming back?
abusive relationship with my parents. Come back to the family. You're one of us. Get the fuck out of here! Like
You don't fucking do anything. What the fuck?
I have two.
You just crashed the car into fucking stationary garbage cans.
You know what? You know what? Before we get back into the video, I actually drove Sijw's car today.
Nice. I can't believe he actually let you drive his car.
He asked me to. He was like, "Hey, you want to drive?" I was like, "Sure, I'll fucking do it."
Hmm.
And I did. I did really good. I almost hit a car, but other than that, I did really good.
No, Vinny, that's not how the world works. You don't almost.
Listen, no. Listen, he has hit cars, okay, in his driving life, okay. I've never.
But he has insurance. You don't.
That's fair, but he's the idiot who let me drive the car, so that's on him.
Oh yeah, technically it would go under his insurance.
Several times, and he still asked me to do it.
I would have loved to like see a cop pull you over and just be like license and registration. Just be like, Sijw, where do you keep your registration?
I just turned over to Sijw. You are the guy.
You are the guy, Sijw. Yo, it would be seen as such a bad thing, like like he's your fucking servant or something, but in reality you're just trying to fucking because it's not your fucking car. It's like, fetch me the license and registration, servant boy.
We said that we're gonna tape it next time. Next time he lets me drive his car, which he's going to. Next time he lets me drive his car.
Oh my god! Next time.
I guess this way he has proof for the accident, but we'll put it live on the site anyway. It'd be pretty fun to watch.
Yo, if he's got like a dash cam, you should definitely like film it with a dash cam.
We should do that. You know what? The thing is, I'm not a bad driver, but like I'm very cautious because like I'm a new driver, so I'm still like a granny. Like I'm just very slow. Like today, I had fucking cars behind me honking. He's like, "Don't even worry about it." I was like, "Here." Like I feel like I should put my foot on the brake a little bit. He's like, "You're fine." And then like 5 minutes later, he was like, "Okay, maybe you want to step on it a little bit though."
That's funny.
Fucking Mark. Yeah, shake your head. Read it. He has sex with teenagers. He needs to be arrested. Yeah,
See,
you can't arrest someone after a certain time period. I mean, I don't really know how sex crimes, get prosecuted against, but like I'm pretty sure if it happened over a certain amount of time, you can't really like, ask or claim anything.
Wait, Necessary Evil brings up that she wrestled this chick Foley for JCW. Is this true? I didn't even fucking know about this. Are you sure? That's fucking crazy. Spider Zero. No, I know how to drive. The thing is, I necessarily don't have a license. I have a permit and whatnot. And oh shit! Look who's here.
Who?
Yo. I don't know
What's
how
going
this
on,
works. What's up? I'm sorry if I'm like kind of lost. I don't know how this works. Am I on right now?
Yeah, you're on. We can all see and hear you.
Oh, y'all can see me. There's no way I can block my face right now.
I can block your face if you want.
Just hit the little camera button to protect, like to block it.
I mean, no, you gotta see the man bun that he's got going on right there.
Fuck yes.
Extra fuck boy. Looking extra fuck boy.
Yes, extra fuck boy.
So Chris, what's your take on all of this? What are you thinking about all of this?
So I'm sorry, hold on, I'm stepping out. So it's like more dark.
Yeah.
No, my whole thing about this is like not saying that she's lying. I'm not saying that at all. But like I have a friend, you know who my friend is, who's mutual friends, and used to hang out with her very close, whatever. And
right, yeah.
Both
we don't want to give away the name.
Yeah, I don't want to put the person on blast, but like I'm very tight with that person, and from my knowledge, they both used to lie about their age. That's why they both used to wear makeup and both used to look older as well.
And if anybody's seen pictures of Angel at that time too, you would think that she was a full-grown woman.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because
Yeah, I just searched up some pictures and I was like, that don't look like no 15-year-old.
yeah, like she even
She
I
did.
saw what was it some Rain YouTube or something like that, like posted comments. I guess it was her husband, and like I'm not speaking bad about Angel. I'm not saying what she's saying is lying. I'm just a straight shooter. But like they posted pictures of her like when she was younger, with her with like Sid, and her was supposedly her 7th grade picture, and she looks like a grown ass woman. So like
Yeah.
knowing that,
And
and also knowing for a
the
fact that she
compilation
lied
pictures
about
of
her
people
age.
who allegedly raped her. You're talking about like the compilation of like pictures of people who allegedly raped her?
Yes.
I saw that. I did see that. It's a weird
Yeah,
little
and I was
slap.
just like,
Go ahead, continue.
yeah, point is like if you look at those pictures and like I said, and like she lied, knowing like that her and this other person used to lie about their age. I think it's pretty obvious. Like honestly, like but especially from a wrestling point of view, like, and not even from wrestling, from a person's point of view, you meet a girl and you're at a place that you know it's 18 or older, 21 or older. You're not gonna be like, hey, I need to see your ID right now first. Even though in today's society, yeah, that would probably be the logic. You should always ask for ID. But back in those times, I'm sure you didn't have to. And not only that, like the way she's like trying to say every wrestler and like the brotherhood of wrestling is a brotherhood of pedophiles and shit like that. Like that's just a dick punch and a slap in the face to all of us.
No, absolutely. And
Like
the
that's
thing
sick
is
shit.
and the thing is that it doesn't make sense to me is that like she's talking about all the shit that happened, but again, she was a wrestler. She was in matches. You know what I mean? Like, why would anybody ask somebody who is in matches, who is like, who's been in the ring, if they, for an ID card?
Nobody asked mass transit.
I've personally never been ID'd.
Right. That's exactly what I'm saying. Is that like who would ID Angel at that point in time? She looked like a full-grown woman. She had a couple matches. Her name was known a little bit to some degree. So who would think to do that? You're one of the boys backstage. You just came in. How do you necessarily know? So that's my whole thing.
Be careful of your
Oh shit, he left, but I guess he got disconnected.
He has the link. Chris, if you're listening, if you want to come back in, you're welcome to.
Yeah, your head. Read it. He has sex with teenagers. He needs to be arrested. Yeah.
Spider Zero asks, so you telling me that the Beth Phoenix is a child molester too? Oh yeah, Spider Zero. Oh, absolutely. Is she a wrestler? Fucking pedophile, child molester. Boom, right there. That if they've worked a match, Spider Zero, they have molested a child. That's the way it works.
That little Asian girl from New Japan, that from DDT that wrestled Kenny Omega, pedophile.
Sorry, but it got cut off. Sorry about that.
No, that's all good.
I like my what was I saying? The only problem that I have with the situation is the fact that like I get you trying to make your point, but like there's other ways, and I get like not everybody wants to go to the police, which is understandable. But same time, you don't go to a little kid like, don't sit on his lap. He made me suck his dick. Like what? You don't say that to a child. The child's mind is innocent. Like you don't introduce them to that world. Like that's the part that like me personally do. Like I spoke with you about this earlier. Like if I was with my nephew or somebody and like or any kind of kid and like bringing them to see Mick Foley and then hear that and they're questioning me about it, I'm gonna not in front of the kid. I'm gonna bring the kid to a safe place and I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna fucking react because that's disgusting.
And that's exactly what I'm saying. Is that like if you cared so much about these kids that you're saying that you're trying to help, you're trying to like quote unquote save, why would you do this? That's what it doesn't make sense to me. Like, why would you go out of your way? Oh, he made me suck his dick. Like these are kids. They don't know this shit. They don't need to be introduced to this shit at that fucking age. Yeah, and like whether you're inflicting it on them or not, you're still introducing this like to them. And your whole thing is you're upset because it was done to you. So what? You're gonna fuck over other people's kids?
Yeah, like how uncomfortable must be that ride at home? Like, hey, mommy, what is rape? Like, what? You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like,
such
now
If
you
that
got,
kid has an iPhone, he'd probably just be asking Siri what rape is.
or you know what I'm saying? That's something you don't want the kid to look up or know about.
Alexa, what's the definition for rape?
I hope you're not really asking your fucking kid that right now.
No, I'm talking about the fucking Amazon thing, the Alexa thing where you ask them and like she
Oh,
fucking.
okay.
Actually, hold on. Let me see if Siri does that.
Dude, that's sick.
Alexa, who is Kevin Spacey?
Definition of rape?
As a noun, it means a crime typically committed by a man of forcing another person to have sexual intercourse.
Whoa!
Typically by a man. What is this double standards here?
Holy shit! Did you hear that? Wow. So angels saying that all Leslie's are fucking.
They made Siri an SJW.
That
Shit!
is disgusting. I can't believe I just heard that.
God damn it, Siri! I wish
I
that
am
was
so
a fucking
offended.
bit that I created. That was real life
Why'd it have to be a man, though?
by a man. Holy
Typically
fucking
by a
shit.
man.
Yeah, but it happens to females, too. Have you never seen Orange is the New Black?
Females rape. Holy shit! I can't believe that was a weird detour. All right, let's see what we got left.
About it, but you'll learn it and know it. If you didn't know before, you know now. So maybe you should be in there with your children and with him. Get your children out of there. Do not let them sit on this man's lap. He's a pedophile. Statutory rape is rape. How you look at it, you're wrong, you pervert. You're wrong, and you'll pay for what you did. Smile all over the street, because I'm just about sick of this, and I'm sick of staying quiet, and I will not stay quiet anymore. You know what you did. A simple sorry as a gesture would be nice. You friggin' hypocrite child molester. You're a hypocrite. You have sex with teenage girls and then have children sit on your lap. You should be ashamed of yourself.
No, I don't want to sound weird here, but I feel like there's a significant difference between having sex with a child and having sex with a teenager. We're both wrong, but like one is worse than the other. I think I talked to you before, Banks, about like how like the lower the age of the child, like the more disgusting.
Let's just put it like this. There's a category for teens on Pornhub, so it's okay.
That's
Aw,
fucking
no.
horrible, dude. That's not fucking okay.
Technically 18.
Hold on. I want to guess. Can I take a guess? Is Piper Perry in that section a lot?
I wouldn't know. I don't really go there.
That's so
God,
fucking rude.
That chick. That chick. She's so young looking. It scares me. It's like really gross. I don't know how anyone could be turned. No offense to her, but like, maybe it's because of what they put on her or something. But she looks like she's fucking 12. It's really.
Cool.
That girl, Piper Perry. Like I've seen a couple interviews
Piper
of her,
Perry?
but like she looks like a fucking child. She's in like every meme like that you've seen of like porn. Like, you know that meme where it's like a bunch of black dudes sitting around like a white chick.
Oh, that meme is hilarious, yo. Oh my
That's
god.
fucking weird. Like I think fucking midget porn is sick. Like having sex with a midget is weird enough.
Yeah, no, it's fucking. You know what's hilarious though? The other day I found a porn called "Revenge of the Slave."
Piper Perry is like 19.
I was scared to ask, what is this porn about?
Oh my god, dude! It's just like like 4 or 5 black guys who are slaves, just fucking the master's daughters and wife.
Oh, that's what I thought it was going. Oh, that's so cool. That's so fucking.
Oh my god, dude! They're like, it starts with them like they're out in the farm, like, you know, like raking leaves and shit or whatever, and they're singing, but they're singing about fucking the white master's like daughters that night, and like they're basically making him look like he's stupid, like the white guy is stupid. So he's like, "What are them boys talking about?" And he's like, "I don't know." And then the daughters are like, "What are they? What do you think they're singing about? They're singing about fucking you tonight." He's like, "Oh really? I can't wait. What time?"
Wow, that is amazing.
Oh my god. It's fucking hilarious. But I'm sorry, the most hilarious porn I've ever seen will always be China Queen of the Ring. That one was just too funny.
Let's not even talk about that. Too far. Too far. That's really a childhood ruiner. Like that's it might be up there with Angel being outside Mick Foley's signing.
Bro, I told you the best are like the commentary. The fact that like there's one guy dressed as Mean Gene doing commentary.
No, really. I got it. Hold on. Is this the one where like the guys were like dressed like different workers? Like
Yeah, it's like you got Triple H, you got John Cena. Oh my god, no, because there's two. There's one where like the last one is just supposed to be Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair in China. And like this one was the most hilarious one because like the commentator literally like goes from like screaming and like yelling their like introductions to be like, okay, I'm gonna take it down to a golf voice now, and he just starts describing what was like Ric Flair just smacking her in the face with his cock and Hulk Hogan keeping his erection up manually.
Oh my god! Oh, that's so bad.
Oh my god!
Even with 8 minutes left. You know what's funny? This is only the first bit. We haven't made it past the first bit. We're still on number 1.
Hold on, there's more of these videos?
No, I mean like there's more of the show, or at least there was supposed to be. We're supposed to talk about Riley a little bit, about the dog abuser. We're gonna have later, but
So, probably gotta go. Keep going. Yeah. Now we have some of the inside people in tears, and that's good. Maybe they'll bring their children out. Yeah, that one girl just had tears out there. Maybe she'll bring.
do you fucking hear that? She's basically bragging about making children cry. Did anybody else fucking hear that?
I didn't.
No, well, what this? Yeah, me neither.
Bring that back.
They're in tears. See that little girl? She's in tears. So maybe they'll bring their kids out here. Hold on, I'm gonna play it for you guys again. I don't think I'm crazy. I'm pretty sure that's what I heard.
All right, now the cops are starting to roll up. So, probably gotta go. But keep rolling. Yeah. Now we have some of the inside people in tears, and that's good. Maybe they'll bring their children out.
Are you fucking serious?
No.
Wow.
Well, I'm gonna just get Chris's reaction right now.
I didn't know you had me on camera. I thought you had something on my face. Like that's fucking weird.
No, that is. It's absolutely. She's like.
Like how are you
getting
proud of that?
She's happy that she made a child cry, and I don't understand that. I don't, especially if I'm here for the kids. Haha, look, the kids are crying.
Yeah, like right now, all you're doing is shattering their dreams. Like it's creepy enough that I think Santa's creepy. Like, why are you sitting on a fucking grown man's lap asking for things? Like that's creepy enough to me. Now you're happy that you're making kids cry about that.
Daddy first. Let me give you something good.
This episode of In Social Justice Warriors is brought to you by whoever's eating that bag of chips.
No, it's
God
not
damn it,
chips. It's like just a regular bag.
Oh, what do you mean? You're eating a bag now? What the
No, I'm not eating shit, nigga. It's just like, girl, it's like removing plastic from like something.
My whole thing too, like I think like what makes me think earlier I couldn't get this point across because I was trying to figure out how to fucking join this call, but she said something about like she was trying to sell the tights that he was wearing the night that they slept together on eBay, but he got it blocked. Obviously, she's trying to make money off of this.
Well, yeah, I guess so. Well, she's never, you know what, to be fair, she's never actually said that she wasn't in that retrospect. Like in terms of selling that, she's always been like, oh, well, at least I'll make some money off of what he did to me. I think is
The direct quote.
I have a hot ass girlfriend, so I should sell her panties. But isn't that me trying to make money off of her? I'm sorry. I was just. What do you mean? Yeah.
Well, that backfired, but I have a new line of business.
But then obviously I'm trying to make money off of that. You know what I mean? If that makes sense.
Dude, hey,
Like,
listen, I want to help you with that business endeavor. Japan. And they pay high price.
Dude, Japan has like vending machines of this shit.
Dude, yeah.
Like legit.
Yeah, but not American. Not American. I mean, that's
All
gonna
right,
be
assholes. I'm not really trying to sell my
That's
fucking
rare.
girl's panties, you jerks.
That's like in the thousands right there. Like in the million yen.
Make money, all right?
You're trying to make rent here.
All right, let's go on with this.
That back.
Doesn't have the opportunity to be assaulted on his lap. That's it. And maybe then he won't get to squirt battery acid on her.
Battery acid.
Battery acid. That's what he calls his cum.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Children.
That's what he calls his cum. Battery acid. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh.
Yeah, just swallow all that battery acid. Yeah.
Oh, don't touch Mr. Sacco because it's filled with battery acid.
This is battery acid, you slime.
Oh.
Holy shit.
I mean, like, that's the only thing. That's the only thing we can confirm, and we can believe her story. Is if someone else can confirm that Mick Foley calls this cum battery acid. If we can confirm that this story is legit.
Really have something.
Hold on, can somebody ask Siri to define battery acid?
We're looking for the Urban Dictionary.
No, this could be like this could blow something open here. You know, this could be like a Harvey Weinstein.
Bro, this is like a conspiracy theory. It's a conspiracy. What do you think conspiracy? Man, it's not hot.
What's that sign say?
There's
no
no
excuse for child abuse.
abuse.
Sex with a 15-year-old is pedophile. I thought she. Wait. I'm confused now. I thought she was 12 or 13.
Well, I'm pretty sure she's saying like around like from 12 to 15. I was raped.
How old is she?
I don't know. She's like in her 40s, so to be fair, like because her kid.
All right, because Mick Foley is 52.
Right.
So if she's 42 or 40.
Wait, is he 52? Is that fact?
Yeah, because I checked Wikipedia. It said 52.
After you're done checking Wikipedia, you may want to check Wikipedia because that's usually a little bit more accurate.
You fucking dick, you know what
Yeah, that's fucking. That is strange. I think. And again, it would be great if she would have came on this fucking stream, so we would have had answers.
I'm not good with math, so I don't know how to do this.
Okay, but
what does it say? Is anybody checking what year is he born?
Did somebody just do Mr. K in the chat? 2 + 2 is 4. Quick maths.
2 + 2 is 4 minus 1. That's 3. Quick maths.
All right, if he was born in 65, I'll tell you right now. 52, right? Yeah, 52. If you were born in 65, then he's 62. I mean 52, excuse me. And if she's 40, that means.
I think she's 42. I think that she's 42.
So then he was 25 when she was 15. So yeah, that's still not right. That's still pedophilia.
I like how he's that's not right. Demi says that she wants to come in here because she has some notes. Should I bring Demi in here, you think?
Yeah, of course. If there's somebody that's going to go with, like, we can't have the argument one-sided. You know what I mean? We need to defend her.
Franny, should I bring Demi in here? Or you could go on mute and not answer my fucking question. That's also something you could do. You could do that.
He's probably eating his bag still.
Mid-bag chomp.
Mid-bag
let's
chomp.
let's bring in Demi. We actually play the video, and then I'll send Demi a link.
Doesn't stop. And it won't stop.
And you can't stop.
Yo, I was thinking the same shit.
I think we all were.
Okay, I'm gonna bring in Demi. He's in the chat right now. And everyone be kind to her because she also had to put up with dating me for a while. So that's.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Demi.
Yeah, exactly. That can't really be good for anybody. So everybody be kind. Yeah.
These people, these wrestlers, like they were my family, and they did nothing but abuse me and take advantage of me. And I will no longer stay quiet about this.
It's really bad because when you started talking just there, I couldn't help but think of Tommy Wiseau. You betrayed me. I'm so fed up.
Oh my god. I remember when I met Tommy Wiseau.
You're a fucking asshole. We can get into you meeting Tommy Wiseau after this, though.
Mick Foley, Ric Flair, Sam Rain. Shall I go on, or shall I save that for another time? Oh, should I go on? Brian Pillman, Dave Meltzer. Should I go on? Bring your children to see Mick Foley? No, that he had sex with 15-year-old
Super Dragon.
Wait.
Cabana.
She said Brian Pillman. He's fucking dead. Like, why are you speaking foul of a dead guy who can't defend himself?
CM Punk.
Did she say CM Punk?
No, I'm just.
Oh, I was gonna say, are you fucking serious right now?
You remember Sandman's little son? Yeah, he was a pedophile too.
I fucking love that kid. Sandman's kids is awesome.
Hang back to me. No, man, that's not funny. All right. Okay. Let's go. I sent Demi the link on Facebook. Hopefully she's seen this. Or now
she's probably gonna have to go through the whole fucking thing that I had to go through.
Probably.
Yeah, you just gotta like click the okay, I agree to all this bullshit and.
No, you gotta like sign in and download.
I really believe this bit has lasted it for as long as it did, because I have so many other things I wanted to talk about today, but god damn, this is fine.
Gold.
Okay, so somebody's about to confront them right now.
There's the curse. That shit is not a curse.
That's the one.
And I feel so I should be able to express my feelings the way I want to. Because he was able to express his feelings on me when I was a child. I was a teenage girl and he got to do whatever he wanted. And now I'm going to get struck down from running. Struck down from running. Yeah. You're not going to ask what the credibility is for this sign? He's not here, so why are you asking about
Here's trying to interject logic into the matter. How's this gonna go? Let's find out.
Asking the question as to where's the information or all the guy who yes, well, I'm not doubting that. I'm asking about the pro wrestling brotherhood. Oh, they're all brothers. Every single one of the guys, every single person.
Every single one of them. So this isn't even like us like exaggerating anything.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the part that pisses me off, because I'm a fucking wrestler. Now you're saying that I'm a pedophile? Like, fuck you.
If you are you know what's really funny? You know what's really funny? Guys, this is fucking great. This is amazing. I'm gonna snapshot this because I want to make sure this is fucking. You're getting shit in real time tonight. Because the next story that I was gonna bring up after this is fucking coming straight toward me, and I'm gonna make sure that I fucking snapshot this before this ends up getting deleted mysteriously. There we go. That's beautiful. That's amazing.
I
have
can't
fun
wait
tonight.
to see.
We're gonna have a lot of fun tonight, guys. I'm actually really glad I decided to bring Demi in.
You listen to the name, and they keep everybody else out of wrestling. They go on that. I was around wrestling for years, so shit. So what you're saying is that all of the upper echelon, yes, most of them, Ultimate Warrior, show me, listen to this one. I have a question. Are by the way, I mean, are you all in? Why not?
The Ultimate Warrior. Hold on. Oh, wait.
Yeah, but there's criminal cases in the civil cases. There's criminal cases in the civil cases. We've gone to lawyers. You know, so this is what we do now. Until someone lawyer gets you can find us a lawyer. I'm not doubting anything. I am not doubting any of this. Fire for lawyer. All I'm asking is for the benefit of the children. Oh, yeah. Now listen, the door opens, not scream obscenities. You can say, please, come outside and listen to our class. But literally, there's like 17 kids here. And the last several things they've heard just in the 5 minutes I've been in this area have all been serious curse words. I didn't say no person. Piece of shit. I did say kid. I have no problem. But I did say all the word. I have no problem with you using the right. Yeah. I have no problem. I work at a crisis center. Believe the victim first. Please, just watch the language. Okay? That's all I'm saying. The language is the least. Other than that, I honestly wish you luck because, let's be honest, people.
I love that response. The language is the least of my worries. Yeah, because that's what he was worried. He was worried about your worries, not the kids in there. He was concerned for you about your own language. What a fucking tool.
When was Ultimate Warrior involved with ECW or around ECW?
You know what? To my knowledge, there was one time ever, and it was that they were trying to bring him into ECW.
Hey, I got something for you. You come into ECW, I will give you this girl. Like, I don't see how that works.
I got something.
We're offering you this fine piece of pussy for ECW instead of a paycheck.
I don't see how that works.
You know, if it was Coke, okay, that would be a believable story, all right? If you said the Ultimate Warrior worked for Coke for Paul Heyman once, I would believe that.
Or from my boy Iron Sheik personally, Ultimate Warrior was a male prostitute. I doubt he's gonna give a little girl something for free.
If I could get any person
you needed to pay if you wanted to get with the power of the Ultimate Warrior.
Oh God, that's awful.
You think he did the same face that he does when he like shakes the fucking robe after he comes?
After he drops his battery acid?
No, even worse. Midway through, he just starts cutting a promo.
Remember, guys, if we can confirm the battery acid theory, then the story's confirmed.
Many women have tried to get off the power.
Next time I see Foley, I'm gonna say battery acid to him just to see his reaction.
Dude, you gotta go up to him with an inhaler and like spray him with the inhaler and say, "This
Who
is
told
bad."
you my safe word?
Yeah, right. Oh man.
You're using
Absolutely, this guy is saying how it is. You're taking your individual case and you're expanding it. You're making it to mean everything. Like, oh, hey, Demi's here. Hi, Demi.
Hey,
How's it going?
not much.
What are you up to?
Watching your live video.
Right. So you wanted to come in here. What would you have to say? You have a. What was your input? You wanted to come in here, right?
Oh yeah, hi. Oh my god. Okay, I can finally see myself. Yay.
You're in. You're live.
Yeah, she looks like a fucking mad woman right now. Just spewing like. Yeah.
Such amazing words.
I'm glad that you're here though, because I want you to stay on for the next story that's coming up after this. All right.
All right.
Hey, Dan, I apologize
Okay,
that
well.
you had an experience with V. Just wanted to send my sympathy.
So I want to say I'm sorry that you had to experience that as well, especially for the amount of time that you had to experience that.
1.5 years. Yeah.
Is she one of the ones that watched Orange and Black? He told me.
You're using words like brotherhood and cult. And what you're saying is that the entire pro wrestling is a brotherhood and a cult, without a doubt.
Fuck you.
Higher echelons, yes, they are. This is where you're not contradicting your statement. You're saying, Paul Heyman. Let me finish. Paul Heyman.
Patrick. Oh wait, hold on. Patrick Walsh is here in the comment section. Patrick is Angel's husband. Patrick says, Google Noel Foley. It's interesting in a quote she describes how battery acid has a bad taste. Can you do me a favor, Patrick? If your wife is around right now, could you ask her to fucking come in here? Could you ask why she's not in here? Because I tried to get her in here. I wanted to. People have questions for her, and I'm trying to present her story the best I can. So without the full details and without the answers that I need, I really can't do a whole lot other than show the video that I promised I would show. So
Wait, is he insinuating that?
That'd be great.
Is he insinuating that Foley touched his daughter?
I believe that is what he's insinuating, and
Oh my
you know what?
God.
If that's a quote, then maybe we should look that up. Maybe that somebody Google that.
That's fucking. Oh my God. I've personally been around both of them, and
I'm sorry. Hold on. What were you saying? I played.
I said I personally been around both of them at the same time, and you can clearly see that it's not a fucking weird relationship like that. It's a loving father-daughter relationship.
Right.
Oh,
and I mean, we've all watched, Holy Foley, or how I like to call it, Foley Knows Best.
I personally never seen that.
Me neither.
I saw the first episode because one of my best friends, Alan, he made me go, oh God, it was fucking terrible.
I didn't even know that. I forgot about it. But yeah, point is, like, I've been like, I don't see that happening. Like, that's just weird.
Also, one more thing, Patrick. Maybe if you don't want to answer my question, could you at least answer this? My first question about Angel, then at least answer this one. You were you not? Wrestlers are pedophiles. Then does that not mean that you are a past pedophile?
Or I'm a fucking pedophile in that case. I'm a fucking wrestler, so that means I'm a pedophile.
I was in the ring once. That I guess so am I, and so's Franny.
You're taking all of them in cults, meaning that you're generalizing that every single one of them. And then it's a pyramid. Let me finish.
It's
a
pyramid. Wrestling is a pyramid scheme of pedophilia.
Who the fuck is that moron that keeps saying that?
I don't want to say for sure, but I think it might be Patrick.
Oh my God. Fucking idiot. Wrestling's a pyramid of pedophiles. You hear this dumb shit?
You know nothing about wrestling. I know nothing.
You know nothing. He knows nothing about wrestling. Listen. You clearly can't have a voice in this pedophile case. You're not a wrestling fan. But wait a second. You want this guy to be a fan of pedophiles? Holy fucking shit! This was a true story. Regardless of this, my point is y'all are not going about it the right way. Any way you look at it, y'all are not going about it the right way. It's as simple
Yeah,
as that.
saying all that's like fucking. I just got a
Well-
perfect example thrown at me. Saying that all wrestlers are pedophiles is like saying all black people are criminals and all white people are racist. It's the same bullshit. Like,
Yep.
how do you just fucking throw everybody in one group?
110%.
Fucking idiots, yo.
You're making a blanket statement and you know nothing about my background. You know what? I don't want to take care of anything you're saying. All I'm saying is
Okay, I'm glad you're not down to anything I'm saying, and I'm glad that I had a chance to speak out here. I
should,
did say,
as you should.
I did say a few foul words, which I do apologize to the children for, but I do not in any way apologize to Mick Foley. I think we're just about
if
done
you're part
here.
of Rain, you should just ask Rain, please, to have please address the issue. Just wants to address the issue. That's all I have.
However, it's been addressed, and obviously Mick Foley had people come out here to chit chat with us about the language that we were using to try to stray us away. So yeah, I did do some foul language, but like I said, I apologize to the children about it, but not to him, because he knows what he did, and he sent someone out here because he knows he's guilty and he has a guilty conscience, and he's not going to get
That
away
was
with
really
it,
good, whatever you
whether
mentioned.
it's here or New York or somewhere else. I will be there, and I will let everyone know. So we may be doing it here tonight, but we'll see you at your next book signing. You can bet your ass on that asshole. Come on, let's go.
Oh,
Wow.
Did she end it with a promo there? Did she cut a promo?
I think that's how she ended
She
it. Yeah, like it's one of those you know, the promos that we spoke about before. Those Sunday the 18th type promos. Yeah. It's strange. It's very, very strange. I think overall, if she does put up another video, we're gonna watch it again. Like we're gonna like if this happens, we'll continue to watch it. But maybe next time it will be a little bit. Probably it won't, but maybe next time it'll be a little bit more. What's the word? Maybe they'll go about it in a smarter way.
Next Saturday
Patrick
in New York at 8 o'clock at 999 666 Street. Mick Foley sign.
But like after I told you that, wasn't it like a glass shattering moment? Like you realize like all of those promos are like the exact same over and over again.
Yeah. Yes, you definitely opened my eye. Oh my god, this is ridiculous. I'm still stuck on the whole all wrestlers are pedophile bullshit.
That's fucking great. That's fucking amazing.
That's fucked up because now all you're doing is like shitting on the business that I shed blood, sweat, and tears for. You know what I mean? Blood, sweat, and tears for. You know what I mean?
We're
bullshit, dude.
It's fucking I know I just love that they went about this in the way that they did and thought, yeah, this is how we're gonna get the message out. This is gonna be good for kids.
That's disgusting.
We're gonna fucking share that you know fucking hashtag now. Whether it's true, whether it's false, how many people are actually gonna share that hashtag now that they've done that? How many people are gonna be in support of her? You know, they didn't do anything to help themselves. If anything, I felt like she hindered herself, if I'm being entirely honest. So I don't know where she would go from there. I don't know where they're going from there, but we will definitely stay tuned. I promised her I put this up. I wasn't lying. So here it is. So Demi, I'm glad. Like I said before, I'm glad that you're here. Can you answer like a few questions honestly for me?
Who, me?
Okay, and don't feel afraid to like tell the truth. Be as real as humanly possible. All right.
Okay.
All right. So, and this will come into play. You'll understand after. When we were together, did I ever at any point in time in the 2 years that we were together, did I ever physically like lay a hand on you, like fight wise?
Oh yeah, all the time. No, I'm kidding. Actually, no, you never did.
Would you think that that's something that I would do to somebody?
No, you wouldn't actually. No, you've never done that, and we've had our fair share of like pretty serious fights, but you've never done that.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's all your fault, but that's fine. I forgive you all these years.
An asshole.
Well, apparently, I'm an abuser. And also, not only am I an abuser, I'm also a user. Did you know I used hard drugs?
Oh, wow. Really?
Yeah, did you know that? I use hard
No.
drugs.
Dude, you ain't passing
Not
this
at
shit?
all.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, but it's great because, like I said, I just got this story right now because this just came to me when I was when we were doing the thing. I got a comment on one of my videos, and it was ironically enough the other topic I wanted to bring up today, and it was this woman Phyllis Luke.
I saw. Yes. Oh my God, I saw that video.
This woman Phyllis Lucas, she's a wonderful woman. Who abuses animals, and I'm glad that everybody's tuned in. You want to stay tuned.
Hey. In her defense, she don't abuse animals. She was choke slamming it to save its life.
See, that's the one thing that I don't get, because if you watch the video, at no point was that dog unconscious.
Oh, and also, she was calling it a fucking asshole and like ripping hairs from it like aggressively. But like this isn't something new. I worked for her. She did this shit all the fucking time. And I went to my girlfriend, who was her granddaughter at the time. No, I'm sorry. She was my girlfriend at the time. She's always going to be her granddaughter. That doesn't go away exactly.
Unfortunately.
But I told her, I was like, yo, I think I'm going to go to somebody about this. Like, she's really fucking hurting these dogs. And I was told, no, you're not used to being, you've never been a groomer before. You're not used to this. This is the way things are, blah, blah, blah. And she's letting you live under her roof. So I was told that I was in the wrong for that. So I did.
I believe
you're breaking up. Hold on. What are you saying? Demi, you're entirely mute right now for some reason.
Fix that connection.
Demi.
I think what happened was
Hello?
V sent her a threatening fucking message telling her if she keeps talking, he's gonna beat the shit out of her.
We can. Oh, there we go. Okay.
He sent a bunch of fighting emojis.
One day after the live stream, punk. What were you saying? We could hear you now.
Oh, okay, cool. Anytime you go into any business with animals, you're supposed to have a love for it, and I feel like she just does it for the money. So she really doesn't care how she treats these animals as long as she's getting what she's due.
She hates life. And I don't mean like life as in general. I mean like she hates anything with a living life. Like anything with a heartbeat, she despises. She's always been a nasty, nasty fucking woman. And Franny, when I first told you about this right before the stream, because you didn't hear about this, you were like, oh, that fucking crazy bitch you used to live with? And I was like, yeah, that's the fucking one.
I just remember that story about the bagel that you told me.
Puppers.
That bagel story was scary.
Oh, yeah, the fucking bagel I left in the room.
Puppy.
All right, Dab, you got to close your eyes. You can't see this video.
All right, so I'm gonna paint you the story here. She claims here's her story. Here's her story. Seen my video, you're gonna want to go back in your free time and check out the Phyllis Luca video I made on this, explaining and detailing some of the other wonderful things that she's done in her lifetime. And also, you're gonna want to check the comment section, which is we're gonna go right to that after this.
This is not especially for plans to travel over the holidays. An undercover operation found that
Moses, you clean your ears? Give me a break.
at the time. Investigators found containers with test weapons and bombs at baggage checkpoints 70% of the time. Undercover officers were able to get through with mock knives, guns, and explosives. The Office of Inspector General has made 8 classified recommendations based on this operation.
Right,
The TSA says changes will be made to improve screenings at airports. CT scans are part of the upgraded goals. They're more accurate, but they're also more expensive.
So it's important that you fucking choke the dog like that. Look, both hands. And she's saying, oh, at first she was like, oh, I wrapped my hands around its fucking chest.
Yeah, where?
Chest?
I don't see that.
It's chest. It's fucking chest. That's its
Yes.
goddamn neck. You're dragging the dog up. You're fucking great collie double choke slamming this motherfucking dog. And she had the balls to say, oh, you know what it is the dog passed out, and I was trying to guide it to consciousness.
And her And her
This
defense
dog
is
is
pretty
clearly-
round, so she probably doesn't know the difference between the chest and neck. That big bitch.
Well, also, you know, her tits are fake too, so that might play into it as well.
Ugh.
And that was something she bragged about. She bragged about being one of the first people ever to get plastic surgery done to her tits. So they were like $2 for her.
That's fucking gross, dude.
Yeah, congratulations, you stupid bitch. And I hope the fuck your family does hear this stream. I hope the fuck they do. Because they love commenting on my shit because they're all still fans at this point in time.
I hope her titties pop.
Oh, I don't wish that upon anybody. That's cold. Don't wish that. I hope nobody's there to witness it at least. And she's saying I'm trying to guide it to consciousness. She's telling the dog all of this to clean your ears and choking it out. And then she calls it a fucking asshole too. The dog is clearly thriving in pain. You hear the thing like yelping, right? It's
The TSA has already spent millions of dollars testing CT scanners at airports, but when the same undercover operation was done 2 years ago, it had a fail rate of 95%.
Well, I'm trying to find the part where she calls the dog a fucking asshole. I just want to, because I don't want to watch this entire thing.
CT scans are part of the upgrading goals. They're more accurate, but they're also more expensive.
You know, you guys can find it. I'm tired of watching this woman abuse a dog. Something just doesn't sit right with me. This woman has always been like this. Like I said, I'm going to put the link to that video in the chat right the fuck now. But her granddaughter, who I lived with, has now turned around and said, oh, these are disgusting and sick allegations and lies that you're spreading about my family. Well, mind you, I didn't take the video. I live in Staten Island. I didn't take that goddamn video. Somebody else caught her grandmother abusing a dog, and now they're fucking trying to get at me for sharing that video. Because that's all I did at first. I shared the video. Wasn't really going to make a video on it until Stephanie, her granddaughter, decided to turn around and then say, you're an abuser. You abused me. And anybody who's fucking met me can say that I'm a fucking asshole. Maybe I don't always treat people right, and I'm a fucking human being. I do stupid shit. I do fucked up shit sometimes. But I've never gone out of my way to instigate like something like that with anybody, and I've never gone out of my way to fucking hurt somebody. And fucking this woman has hit me in the fucking face, tagged me in the face a couple times. One time almost left a fucking bruise. And the most I've ever done is push her back because I was tired of getting hit in the face. I know that everyone has the right to defend themselves. I'm not about to throw hands with a woman. It's just not going to fucking happen. I don't care what anybody else's mindset about that is. That's mine. But she wants to now go and say that I abused her. At first, you can watch the video. I clearly indicate everything that she said. She said that I tried to hit her. Then a few comments later, she switches it up and says, oh, you did hit me. And then a couple comments after that, she's like, oh, you choked me and dragged me by my hair. Now, at that time, I was half the weight I am, and she was double the weight that she is now. And she's a big girl now. So that's not a fucking physical possibility. But so now that's how she's getting back at me. She's trying to claim that I am, in fact, an abuser. I abuse women. That's her whole tool, her whole tool to try to get me back. Well, it seems that she's now gotten her family involved because now her sister has commented during the stream, commented on the fucking Phyllis Luca video, which I tagged. You guys can watch that. The Phyllis Luca video I tagged. Here's her comment. I'm gonna read it for you. Let's just load. And what's really funny is that her sister's she makes a cameo in the video because I put a piece of my stand-up from the time I dated her granddaughter. And her granddaughter used to mention to me how much she hated her own sister and how she wishes that she got pregnant because she's such a whore, quote unquote. But this is the person you're going to stand up for. Anyway, here it is. You bum ass, low life, abusive loser. You want to talk about my fucking sister? Are you mad because she didn't want you? You ruined her house. You lived there rent free. You bum ass. Get a fucking life, you loser. Your life is irrelevant. That's why you're on YouTube making videos no one will ever care about because no one will ever care about you. Go on living your sad life.
Well, Layla, clearly you care about me, and I gotta be honest, that quite frankly means the world that after all these years, I'm still on your mind.
I care about you, Vinny.
Thanks.
I stand with Vinny.
Hashtag.
Guys,
hashtag
everybody go on Twitter and Facebook and share that hashtag, I stand with me. And if you don't, you guys aren't my friends. You guys aren't real fans, all right? None of you guys support me if you don't.
Hey, man, I'm only going to say thoughts and prayers.
Wait, hold on. Could you change your profile picture to have like a little social injustice warrior symbol in the corner?
Right now?
Do that. That's great. So this way I know, like, it's a filter. That's great.
I stand with Vinny.
My favorite word. It's fucking great. My favorite word that people like to use when they're upset is irrelevant. You're irrelevant. You're irrelevant, but all these people are fucking making me relevant by continuing to make my opinion mean something. Like, it means something to you. That's why you're commenting. If I was irrelevant, you go on your fucking day. Who gives a fuck? But something I said is relevant to you. And it's amazing how these people are like, yeah, you're an abuser, this, that, and the other thing. They're like, oh yeah, but you see all that, the abuse to the dogs in those videos? That's not abuse. That's not actually abuse. And this bitch is gonna put her fucking avatar on, like she's not smoking a cigarette, like... You've been caught, we see you. You were caught.
I am.
So guys,
smoking is disgusting.
Also, yeah, it is. It's very disgusting. That's why me and Chris, when we get together, we always, we just sit around and that's all we do. We sit around, we drink wine, and we talk about movies and books and literature.
We only burn bushes.
Only burn the bushes. When in doubt, pinkies out.
Oh, that's fantastic. Vamp put on on Twitter, the SIJW bullied me into this hashtag I stand with thee.
That is awesome.
That is awesome.
I'm scared that if I get off of this and go on Facebook, it might cut off. But when I get off, I'm going to have fun with that.
Oh, it's fucking terrific. I just can't believe the amount of stupidity in this world. But it's great because I will always be able to have streams and to have content. And that's what's really important.
And
but
assholes that stand by you. Such as us.
And I appreciate that. Damn, you sure I never took a swing at you, though? You sure? You never caught these hands? No lefts or rights? You sure?
Hey,
look,
I know your hands are E for everybody, but I never caught one.
Yeah, whenever I hear the term catch these hands, I just always remember that time I had that girl over. And like after we fucked, I just like versed her in Mortal Kombat X and beat the shit out of her, and I was like, "You don't want these hands."
Is that a real story?
That is a real story.
That is awesome.
I yelled at her. I told her she didn't want to catch these hands in Mortal Kombat.
Oh my god, wow, a lot of people are actually going to Angel's page and questioning her about this. This is why I would have just fucking liked her to come onto the stream. We could have avoided that. We could have just came in here, you could have fucking answered, but now I'm gonna have to wait another week until you finally get angry at me and you have to say that I'm lying and then you want to come on here and fucking prove your story right. It's fucking stupid. Stupid.
You haven't said anything that she can say you lied about, though. You haven't said anything against her, honestly.
I don't think I did either. I've been trying not to. I've been trying to be as unbiased as possible and play both sides of the story. Because, I hear that's what you're supposed to do when you're trying to be semi-professional.
So, next week, right here on Social Injustice Warriors on YouTube, 8 o'clock, you can catch.
You can catch these hands.
Catch these hands. That's E for everybody.
I didn't fucking get to say who the guest for tomorrow is. We're doing another stream tomorrow, by the way, guys. And Brian Zane of Wrestling with Brett is going to be here. He's going to be here. We're going to ask him a couple questions. We're going to have a little Q&A with the chat. We're going to have some fun.
Right, we need Dennis Stamp.
Huh?
We need Dennis Stamp.
He's dead now.
Oh, shit, is he? I didn't even know that. Yeah, now I feel like a dick.
Yeah, he finally got booked. He finally got booked.
Oh, man.
He booked old man.
He finally got booked. He's refereeing the main event.
Oh my god.
Spider Zero says, I guess
Card
it's
gets changed at the end. Ends up him not being a ref at all.
Oh, that's fucked up.
This conversation just
I'm not
took us
bugging. I can't wrestle.
180.
He can't wrestle. He's dead, obviously.
well, it could have gone worse. I didn't even get to bring up the downfall of Hollywood or Riley.
Riley.
Actually, I got
talk about Louis C.K.
I wanted to transition into the Riley conversation because I got sent this awesome video earlier that I wanted to share with you guys. This is Riley's alibi for the judge account. It's really great. We got our cameras. Riley's in courtroom alibi. We're gonna watch it right now. Give me 1 second.
He ain't got no alibi.
Hold on 1 second. It's very short, but it's very, very, it's circumstantial. I think everybody.
Is it like that guy who claimed to be dead and that's why he couldn't pay child support?
Wait, no, here it is. He's right here. Hold on.
Your Honor, I didn't know it was 28-year-olds. I thought it was a 28-year-old.
Is that a filter?
No, that's Riley. What are you talking about? That's clearly Riley.
That don't look like Riley.
What do you think? What do you think this fake news? We just fucking we play bullshit here. Get the fuck out!
Doesn't he have a bunch of unnecessary tattoos?
Fuck Wad Mick Foley on his stream. Here, Mick, how do you feel about these allegations? How many kids have sat on your lap today, too? Second question. Look, the chat is vouching for me. They're saying that's totally Riley. See, this clearly comes from. You really should get that checked out. Let's play it one more time.
That's so rude.
Hold on.
No, it was 28-year-olds. I thought it was a 28-year-old.
You know what? I think he's gonna. I think that's gonna hold up, though. I really do. I think that he might have a chance. Apparently, I hear the judge keeps. In case anybody who's just joining us and doesn't know, Riley had this run-in with the law.
He fought the law and the law won.
Well, no, he fought the law and the law is still pending. On that, Riley's apparently been his lawyer has been getting him out of a lot of court cases recently in terms of prolonging it like for a little bit more. And I just feel like at this point it's either hoping to get this out of the public eye, so like when it comes back to the case, it's maybe a little bit more downplayed, but
that's fucking that whole case is still like fucking fucks me up, mind-boggling. Like that's still crazy to me. I don't know. Like I've known Riley since he was young, and like it fucks me up, man.
How young, Chris?
Not that young.
Well, wait a second. Maybe Angel's right. Maybe all wrestlers. Is that what happened?
Wow.
Yeah, sure. Why
It's
not?
a brotherhood of rapists.
It's a brotherhood of pedophiles.
Spider Zero asks, how did you get the Brian Zane interview? Brian for a month now. And so I just literally last night or the day before I asked him, I was like, hey, would you be opposed to coming on the podcast? And he said no. That's how it happened. He's a cool guy. I have nothing bad to say about him.
He's chill. I like his videos.
He's gonna be here tomorrow. We're gonna get a lot. We're gonna get to ask him a lot of questions. Hopefully he didn't tune into this game. Some idea how this works. Holy shit! But so yeah, like I said, I feel like Riley's just really.
No, the best was the other day, like when you and I were speaking, and like you got mad at me because my reaction when I found out he's drinking. You're like, are you fucking serious? Out of all the things, that's what surprises you?
Absolutely, because he fucking goes because we were walking on the boardwalk basically. And he goes, have you, because we were talking about Riley, and he's like, have you heard anything about him? And I'm like, yeah, I heard he's been going to like a couple bars, surprisingly. And anybody who knows him knows that he was really hardcore straight edge for a long time. So it's kind of like, what? So your immediate reaction was, wait a second, Riley doesn't drink. And I was like, wait, that's what you're surprised about? You're like, yeah, Riley might have touched himself to a kid or two. Maybe he fuck a kid, but like, come on, the guy has some morals.
Wow.
He's got standards.
Funnier is that you came back to me and you told me that you told that story to somebody and they had the same exact reaction. Wait, Riley drinks?
Yeah, it's
That was my reaction just now. I was like, wait, isn't this guy like straight edge? Like, didn't I hear he was like you would in your face straight edge?
That's exactly it
Well,
too.
no,
Because
we-
like when I had the conversation with the gentleman that had the same reaction as me when I was telling the story, he reacted the same. He made a good point too. It's like, yeah, it's surprising because Riley was going around talking about, yeah, I don't drink, I'm straight edge, but he never walked around talking about, yeah, I don't fuck kids, I'm not a pedophile. So it's like,
And now you know why.
you know, so that's not what was implanted in your head.
Oh, I got it. So
Reverse psychology.
Riley's a pedophile, but Riley's not a liar, is what you're saying.
You just gotta like read between the lines.
Which lines?
All right.
Panty lines?
Well, I want to
The Huggies lines.
I want to thank everybody for coming on tonight. I think we had a lot of fun here. I think the fans had a lot of fun. Guys, fans at this point in time, hope it's not too pretentious. Anyone want to help us close out a little bit? Demi, you want to start since you are the most distant stranger to all of us? Wait, why are you fucking your hand right now?
I'm
What is
not.
that innuendo you're doing? Are you trying to seduce my audience?
She's trying to do gang signs.
Gang sign.
She's throwing out gang
Oh my
signs,
God.
son.
Oh, is that why?
You better roll up on that,
Is
bitch.
that why my head started moving up and down and my fingers started swinging?
Know some young niggas like to swang.
I remember one time me and Demi were at the bus stop, and Demi does do sign language. Demi, show us a little sign. Sign.
What?
Sign something. Sign something.
Gang signs.
That's bullshit.
Gang, gang, gang,
She
gang.
just threw up bullshit.
Yeah, so she was doing her fucking signing, and I was like,
Did he just smack my
fuck out
ass
of
with a
here,
knife?
gang sign shit, all right? This is a nice, peaceful, white community. Yes.
I remember that.
Yes.
I taught you a couple of things too.
You might want to rephrase that a little bit. Because I remember the other way around.
Nope, not rephrasing it.
Don't rephrase it.
No.
I think it's more truthful the other way around, but whatever helps sleep at night is okay. I'm not.
We both taught each other some things.
Okay. This isn't sex talk right now.
Inside and outside of the bedroom.
Well, see, now you guys brought it there. I was talking about gardening.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know all about hoes too.
Wow.
Bitches ain't nothing but hoes and tricks.
We're talking about gardening.
As much as they garden, there's never any bushes. All right, so with that being said, thank you guys for tuning in.
Such an asshole.
Being Fuso. That's culturally inappropriate, Pedro. My
Sup?
Demi. I have to refer to you as that way, at least for just this one stream. And Mr. No Limits, Chris Banks. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you guys for being here. And
Now
we'll be
fuck
back
off.
tomorrow with Brian Zane. Now you can say fuck off.
Now fuck off.
Yeah.